up, everyone? Here we are again. Friday night. Playoff hockey's on. The Oilers and the Stars are in action. As you can see, it's already 1-0 in the first period. 3:30 left to go in that game. Oilers trying to not go down 2-0 in their series. So we'll be keeping attention on that one. But we're also here to see the Abbotsford Canucks versus the Colorado Eagles. They'll be playing their game 4 today. It's a best of 5. Abby leads the series 2-1, so that means Abby can win tonight. Bye-bye, Eagles. You're extinct. Get out of here. You're done. And Abby moves on to the conference finals, so we shall see what happens. My name is Russell Holiday. This is Nothing is Perfect. And as I said, right now, that's what we're going to do. We got Oilers and Stars, Canucks versus Eagles. It's going to be a lot of fun tonight. We're going to start off by saying hello to all you beautiful people who are already in chat, waiting to get the game started. Then we're going to go through the stats that you want, but you don't really need for the Abbotsford versus the Eagles game. Get you all up to date on all the stats with goals and leaders and all that kind of stuff. Should be fun. And then during the first intermission of the Canucks versus Eagles game, then we're going to focus solely on the Oilers versus the Stars. So we're gonna be a little more focused on the Abby tonight because it is an elimination game, but we will keep a keen eye on the Oilers game. And then again, second intermission for the Abby game. We'll also keep an eye on the Oilers game as well. And then post-game show, Dustin Boydell will be by for the Rusty and Dusty post-game show, and we'll break down everything that happened in game 4 between Abbotsford and Colorado. So get excited. Get excited! I demand! Or else, as chat would say, get excited or else. All right, let's say hello to everyone. Zach was here before I turned on my computer, and he said, hey. And then Izod was here and said, Dobster, be there or be square, and then fire. And then Izod also says, vanity of vanities. Everything is vanity. And then says, hey, this gives me something to look forward to. And it's, I don't even know what that is. It's something's on fire. But I cannot tell what that emoji is. So, and then Bobby shows up and says, hey guys. What's up, Bobby? And then Imperfetti Tress shows up and says, howdy. Man, are we missing all these things? And then Major Dow shows up and says, Dow, Dow, Dow. And then Spammerbot185 says, I will be watching a bit of live today, but I will leave, then come back in 30 minutes. And then Inprick Freddy We Trust says, see you soon. And then Bobby says, how are you? How far down is this? Some weird stuff's happening with this chat thing today. Okay. Yeah, it deleted a whole bunch of things. What the heck is going on? Oh, it might just because you guys are chatting so much. Okay, I just got to get caught up. Inprick Freddy We Trust says, Big Mac, Big Mac. And then Bobby says, Andrew and Majors. That means Andrew's in chat too. Yep, I see Andrew there now. Big Mac says, Dobby, learn the rules, swear jar, goal, Coconuts Glow, Jake Stakes Hockey, wave, Big Mac, Big Mac, Big Mac. And then Achiko says, Dobby, Dobby, Dobby. And then Bobby says, Oilers up by 1. Yep, they're currently leading by 1. All right, I should make these scoreboards a little bigger here. Huh? No, maybe a bit bigger. Seems like they're a bit on the small side. There we go. That looks better. In Prick Freddy, which goes, go! Yeah. Edmonton scored, making Matt from the past feel happy. And then Bobby's like, Dobby, 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 Dobby. And then Chico says, Canada is out of the world. Whose sports is it now? Did you guys beat Finland? Are you on to the next round? It looks like it's Denmark. Yeah, clearly Denmark. Oh, that was the joke. Good joke, Chico. Bobby, who is going for Dallas or Oilers? Huh. We'll find out. Let's do a poll question. Who are you here for? Question mark. Oilers. Stars. Canucks. Eagles. First poll question. In Big Fat You Trust, Canada's best are still playing hockey. Yep, they are. I'm cheering for Dallas, says Hachiko. McKinnon and Crosby no longer Canada's best. Sad. I mean, yeah. I mean, Denmark stood shoulder to shoulder in front of their own goalie for the first 57 minutes of the game and then got lucky. So it happens. The biggest win in the history of Denmark, and it's just another year for Canada. It is what it is. I'm not bitter. In Pick Freddy You Trust, no doubt, but it's not their full team, and the best is it. Yeah. How much better can Denmark roster get? It can't. Very well. We shall see in February then. What's up, says Jazz, and then does the wave. Woo! Woo! And then Bobby says, Russell, who are you going for, Dallas or Oilers? Dallas Oilers. I would say I'm probably leaning towards Dallas. I wouldn't lie. I'm not like Jake's Takes Hockey, who abandons the Canucks because they're not in the playoffs. You hear that, everyone? Jake's Takes Hockey's an Oilers fan now. Big Mac says, sup, Jazz? And Jazz says, sup. And then Abby says, let's fucking go, Abby. And then Pick Freddy We Trust says, let's fucking go, Abby. Go, go, go. And then Jazz also says, let's fucking go, Abby. Canucks glow. Canucks glow. Oh, and this one was Canucks glow. Canucks glow. Canucks glow. Let's go, Abby. Hachiko Mancini will score 300 goals tonight. I can feel it. At least. No movement clause. Hey, Big Hog. Hughes is the GOAT. Poop, poop, poop. Is that pink poop? Man, you're eating a lot of pink food if you're pooping like that. Hey, Big Mac. Sup, Bobby? And then Jazz says, guys, Hachiko kisses Mancini secretly. And then Big Mac, I think would do that pretty openly. Secretly, question mark. Who is going for Dallas and going for Oilers? He probably already is doing that. Dallas all the way, says Andrew. Goal, goal, says Major Dow. And then Major Dow says Trevor Linden. Let's go, Dallas, says Jazz. And then Andrew says, I can't cheer for my crybaby, Mick Crybaby. And then Jazz is like, Dallas Stars. Mick Crybaby. And then Big Mac says, maybe one day we will have little man Chicos in the chat one day. Winky face. You never know. Hey, Russell, says Jazz. Andrew, you with me? Let's go, Stars! What's up, Jazz? How's it going? Andrew says, hell yeah. And then Major Dow says, Big Mac. And then Hachika says, McDavid will score 200 own goals. Uh-oh. And then Pick Freddy We Trust says, go, Coilers, go! Kent McGuire shows up. Howdy, y'all. Go, Stars. Calvin 99 Charlie shows up. What's up, my dude? Facts. Jessica's here. Hey, Jessica. I'm here for Dobby. Dobby is so cute. And then Jessica says, Dobby. Oh, here he is. There you go, Jessica. Right to start the stream, we get the sweet little boy here. There's sweet little muffin. Oh, there it is. Right to start, eh? Isn't he so sweet? Isn't he? He's so cute. Look at this fluffy belly, huh? Look at it. He's so cute. He is ready for a nap, though, so I will bring him back later. But right now, I will let him go. Okay, go ahead, Bubby. Oh, he's just going to lay down right there. Milosh is here, too. Let's go, Stars! Can't stand to mention anyone but them. Guys, stop deleting my comments. JK, but please stop. All right. I'm going to jump over and let's do the stats that you want, but you don't really need because the Abby game should be getting started underway pretty quick here. Jessica says, hi, Dobby. He says hello. All right, here we go. Stats you want, but you don't really need. Canucks on Friday in the playoffs. The Abbey Canucks. They've done it 6 times now in their history. They're 3-1-2. Not bad, not bad. At home, they're 3-1. On the road, they have lost both times playing on Fridays in overtime. So we're hoping for a different result, but that's not a good one for the Abbey Canucks. This is pretty small. Can we make this slightly bigger? Yeah, we might as well just get rid of that dang thumbnail. Canucks on May the 23rd. This is the first time they've made it this far in the playoffs. This will be the first time they've ever played on May 23rd. We got Canucks versus Eagles overall in the playoffs. They've now played 6 times. The Abbey Canucks are 4-1-1. They're 1-1 at home. They're 3-0-1 on the road. So you can see their overtime loss on Friday is one of these. I think the other one was to Calgary, I believe. And then the Canucks versus the Eagles on Friday. Games played 2. And the Canucks are 1-0. Again, the overtime loss rearing its ugly head. We're looking at Canucks' current leading scorers versus the Eagles. Karlsson now has 4 goals in 6 games in the playoffs. And then Nielsen has 4 assists, still leading the Canucks. Nobody's been able to pass his 4 assists in 4 games yet. But Baines and Karlsson are now tied with 5 points in 6 games against the Eagles. So those are your leaders there. And then the Eagles leading scorers against the Canucks, Wagner, Ivan, and Wise, all with 2 goals in 6 games against the Canucks. And then Yule, Olesen, McDonald, and Phillips, all with 2 assists in 3 games. And then Wagner overall has 3 points in 6 games. All right. Sounds like we are getting underway here in... Yeah, we are underway now. So let's update that. We are into the first period of play. Back to the bar. Karlsson coming back to break up an early chance from the Colorado Eagles. First period of play underway. Oh, yeah, I should update that too. Didn't update this. The Edmonton game's in the first intermission. Okay. I'll keep you guys up to date on the Abbey game and the Edmonton game. It's going to be chaos like we did last time. Where can I watch the Abbey game? The Abbey game is available on Flow Hockey. Goose are meaner anyways. Yeah, Goose are brutally mean. Hey, Emmanuel. Relax with the Dobby emojis, bro. Imprick Value Trust, make those Eagles extinct. Fuck PETA. Swear jar. Flow, baby. Yep. Flow Hockey, but requires a subscription. Yeah. Unfortunately, for anyone who doesn't have the subscription already. Imprick Value Trust. Swear jar. Yep. Rip. Our power is going out at 10 until 7. Back to the 7H for me. Bro, what are you even going to do? Huh. Eagles skating into zone, dumping it into the corner. Arose moves it over for woo. Works it up the boards to Baines. Bain works it up the boards out of the zone, skates the center, flips it into the far corner. And then Abbotsford's going to get a change on. Jazz, whoever root for the Oilers are stupid because Canada hasn't won a Stanley Cup. Emmanuel, I asked you to stop spamming that, and you didn't, so I put you in timeout for a minute, buddy. Stoned Age, more like. Yeah, the Stoned Age. That's not so bad. Facts, laugh out loud. Major Dow shows up, throws some money in the swear jar for all the swears that have been happening already. Oh, Jujar Kara on a breakaway. Oh, Miner makes a save, but can't cover it up. Oh, my goodness. Jujar Kara with a breakaway. Tries to tuck it in on the breakaway. But unfortunately. It's funny, the feed that they're using on Flow today. Thank you, Major Dow, for the $2 dono, by the way. The feed that they're using on Flow Hockey is the stadium Jumbotron feed. And they have this thing called Save Cam in Colorado. So if their goalie makes a save, they put it on the screen. So they literally take the hockey game feed and move it down into the corner. It's insane. Major Dow, hey guys! Is it true? What's true? Big Hog. PWHL Vancouver will win the Walter Cup in their first season and every season after that. Wouldn't that be nice? Mancini hits Bradley. Knocks him right on his booty. Abbotsford dumps it into the Colorado zone. The cameraman is drunk. You guys should be happy you're not even seeing this feed. Oh my God. Yeah, Abbotsford gets the first shot of the game, which is nice. And then Colorado puts the puck all the way down the ice like a bunch of idiots. They clearly have never played hockey before in their lives. They're trying to bake a cake. Learn the rules. I'm an attorney. I love soccer. Heck yeah, Andrew. Let's go Stars, says Jazz. Big Max says WWW. In Brick Fair You Trust. Jake Six Hockey. Love Oilers. Yeah, he sure does. Isn't that weird? Oh no, Emmanuel. What are you doing, bro? You're getting timed out again by somebody else? Boo! Jake Six Hockey. Jake Six Hockey. Jake Six Hockey. Jake Six Hockey, says Bobby. Oh my gosh. Colorado scores. Shot to the front of the net. Shelovs makes a save. Puck trickles through the crease. And then Colorado is Johnny on the spot. And on their first, that would be their second shot of the game, Colorado takes a 1-0 lead early. Only 16:24 left to go in the first period. And they get the first goal of the game. Oh, man. They just flipped it on net, bounced right to one of their players. Boo! Yeah, accurate. Swear jar. Yeah, Imprick Value Charles like, swear jar. Fuck, boo. I'm always here for Dobby. Laugh out loud. That's fine. Oh, Abbotsford works it out of their own zone. So yeah, there was only one shot. So it must have gotten blocked in front, deflected off defenseman right to the Colorado player. He was all alone on the side of the net. And he managed to back it in. And then Colorado ices the puck again. $2 dono coming in from Mr. Major Dow because he wanted to say shite. Thank you for the $2 dono, Major. I appreciate you. Spammer bot 185. JK, I'm not a bot. I'm Emmanuel or on another account. Don't delete this comment. Ah, Dobby. 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 Milosh says Dobby. Imprick Fred says Dobby. Jessica, I'll be here as long as Dobby is here. All right. Canucks win the faceoff off the icing call. But they give away the puck in the Colorado zone, unfortunately. Oh, they get back control. Shooting around the boards. Back to the blue line. Puck squirts to the front of the net. Trent Miner dives onto it. Covered up for a whistle. The Colorado Eagles will be able to get a change now. And the Abbey Canucks will look to get on the board. Get him off the screen, says Big Hug. Dobby, says Big Mac. Petition to make Dobby a full-time Nothing is Perfect host. What? He doesn't have opposable thumbs. He can't do things properly. Maybe I should I'll be the producer and Dobby can then be the one who does the whole play-by-play. Oh, I almost took a drink without even doing it. I'd like to propose a toast to evil. All right, so now Colorado has 3 shots, so the AHL, the Little Bush League. Jazz, get Big Hog out of the fucking chat. Signed. What? Petition signed. What is this? You're all signing a petition to get Dobby as the permanent host? Yeah, we should get a Dobby cam. That is true. Dobby equals GOAT. Yeah, he is the GOAT. Dobby love. What the fuck, Manuel? Bobby. Dobby. Oh, puck goes rolling through the crease. Abbotsford with some good pressure there. Colorado carries it out through center. They drop it at the blue line. Then they ring it around behind the Shilov's net. Nielsen chips it out to center. Carlson there. He chips it off the boards, but can't skate onto it. Colorado works it out to the blue line. Oh, the feed just cut out. Oh, okay, now it's back. Jetwu with some speed. Blay into the zone, drops it. And the net comes off. The Colorado player just took the net off. The captain of Colorado just skated right into the net and took it off. How is that not a penalty? What the hell is that? Ryan H. here for Abby, big Shilovs fan and fellow goalie. Welcome, Ryan H. Nice to see you, brother. Ryan, have you been in the Nothing? I feel like I recognize, well, I mean, your name's Ryan. We've had a few Ryans in here. Have you been in Nothing is Perfect before? Or is this your first time showing up, my dude? Welcome. Aside from Tuesdays. Dobby Wave! No spamming chat, Emmanuel. Seriously. Shilovs has been lights out. Russell, you make me want to have a dog. I'm sorry. Is that a good thing or a bad thing? You want me out? You want me out, Emmanuel? Wow, I just found out the power substation goes from Fraser Lake to Houston. Holy! Lekermacki brings the puck into the zone, stops, waits for help. Good hands. Puts it over Breezewell to the front of the net. Oh, and it goes off of a shin pad and wide. Abby trying to get it back after another good chance. They'll control in their own zone, flipping out to center. They'll chip it into the zone. Moving in on the forecheck. Abby's starting to change. DiGiuseppe pinches down. Keeps it in. Kara behind the net. He rings it around the boards to the blue line. Through traffic. Shot gets blocked. And the puck comes out. They control though, Abby. DiGiuseppe in his own zone. Skates over center. And then he'll shoot it in. Dumping into the corner. Trent Miner, Colorado's goalie, flips it up the boards. Can't get it past Carlson. Kara behind the net now. Oh, we got a rugby game behind the net now. Puck squirts free. And then Colorado manages to win the battle, carries the puck out to center. And then they shoot it in, ring it around the boards. Mancini ties up his man. Puck gets back to the blue line. Canucks intercept a pass down low. Get it out to center, gets tipped into the Colorado zone. 12:38 left to go. Blay throws a hit behind the net. Can't come up with the puck, though. Colorado flips it out to center. Puck gets turned over. And then Abby gives it right back to Colorado. Carlson takes the puck in front of the net and just dumps it down the ice. Not going to be enough for icing. Guess I'm not the youngest one here. No. Why? Jessica? Live out loud, Jessica. Yeah. Emmanuel is definitely the youngest one here. Klimovich cuts across the slot. Shot, and Miner makes a save and goes. Yeah, Abbotsford a bunch of good chances here in the last couple minutes. Oh, it looks like the Edmonton game is underway as well. So, like I said, we'll try and keep an eye on that as well. But we are focusing more on the Abbey game. But yeah, I'll keep you guys up to date. Edmonton's on the power play right now. They got a minute left. And that's 19, 32, 31, 30, 29, 28, 27, 26, 25, 24, 23, 22, 21, 20. There's your countdown for the Edmonton game. Edmonton can't really get set up right now. We had a 9-year-old Jessica. He's a mod too. Crazy how Russ made him one. Laugh out loud. I'm the youngest. Jazz, are you the youngest? How old are you, Jazz? I thought you were... Oh, Draisaitl with a good chance down low. But Andre makes a good save on the power play. Now, Draisaitl on the half boards. Looking down low for McDavid. McDavid spins in the corner. Cuts out front. Driving to the front of the net. Ottinger falls onto the puck and covers it up. Major Dow. Swear. Yep. 1 minute minor for Emmanuel for spamming. Yep. How old? What's Emmanuel's new name? Screw the Oilers. I'm cheering for the Stars. Derek in the chat. What's up, Derek? How's it going, buddy? 13. Jazz, yeah, you're 13. So Emmanuel's 9, I believe. Jessica, oh, really, Calvin? That's interesting. Yeah, he's named Big Hog. Laugh out loud. Okay, Abbotsford manages to win the faceoff. Gets a shot that goes wide. Wouters in his own zone, puts it over to Breeze while he flips it out to center. Abbotsford flips it up. Carlson can't come up with it, but then the puck deflects. And they flip it into the zone. Wouters tips it behind the net. Takes a minute. I mean, it is Wouters. Will Lannon walks the line. Mancini loses the puck. Mancini loses the puck. Hachiko, what the hell? Oh, Jazz, yeah, you're younger than me. One day we will get a mod that was just conceived. Welcome to the world. Welcome to planet Earth. Here you go. Who's in net for Abbotsford and Colorado? Arthur Sheloves is in net for Abbotsford, and Trent Miner is in net for Colorado. Trent Miner, former Vancouver Giant. Dude. Learn the rules. Conceived? Oh, wow. Still in utero. Wow. Andrew, learn the rules. Bobby, learn the rules. Thank you, guys. You're getting those rules. Eagles need to learn the rules. You guys are really getting the rule book out. I appreciate that. Oh, Assassin holds it in. Bane goes to the net. Shot comes back to blue line. Breezewell with a shot. Breezewell with another shot from the line. Puck in the crease. Oh, man. Where's the puck? Let's see where the puck ends up. Wow, Oh, it goes in behind Miner. He doesn't even know where it is. Yeah, he just eventually lays down. The puck went off of him right here and then sat behind him, but he was in the seat position. He didn't know where it was. So eventually he laid down and laid on top of the puck. But man, that was close. Literally sitting in behind him in the crease. Should I get our royal flush tonight? Yes, you should. And Milosh is like, go Canucks, go! And then Calvin's like, boo, Eagles. Yep. Boo. We all get lucky once in a while. Yep. Let's go, says Zach. Gotta own that crease, says in Prickfetti we trust. Yep. Wave, says Zach. Defense. Dobby Cam. Yeah, we definitely need to get a Dobby Cam. Too evil, says in Prickfetti we trust. Thank you very much. Too evil. Too evil. Trevor Linden, too evil. Too evil. Evil, please. Sheloves with an easy save. The boys gather for a chat. Mick Ward's got a man with his arm around him like this. Kind of funny. Looks like they're having a nice chat. Zachary, swear jar. Trevor Linden agrees. Trevor Linden's such a smart guy. So if he agrees, it must be true. Abby been starting slow against the Eagles. Yeah, they have. We got 10 minutes and 1 second left to go in the first period. Colorado now has 5 shots. Abby has 3. I also don't think I trust the score, the shot count, because I think the AHL stats keepers are probably a little more biased than they are in the NHL. Lloyd has to cheer for evil, right? He absolutely does, doesn't he? Hey, Lloyd, you cheers for evil, brother? Is that what you do? Hey, Lloyd. Okay, yes. Oh, clearly. Good. Yes, I'm good. No, I'm sorry to bother you, sir. Is that happening in Colorado or Abbotsford? It's in Colorado. All right. Waters and Mancini working over in the behind the net. Oh, no. Colorado comes out with a puck. They shoot it, but it goes wide. Puck gets rung around in behind the net. Mancini retrieves his stick that he just lost. Puck is rung around the boards in the Abbey zone. In behind the net again. Colorado's just ringing around the boards repeatedly. The puck is chipped out to center by Abbey. And Colorado picks it up there, and they'll skate it into the blue line. Get it down low. They ring around the boards again. It's their favorite move. Puck comes back to the blue line, and then Colorado shoots it back in. And then Abbotsford then flips it back out to center. Colorado picks it up in their own zone. 9 minutes left to go in the first period. I'm sorry. It's okay, buddy. Just don't spam so much. Cancel Big Hog. Oh, good job by Smith to read that pass and prevent it. A cross crease pass. Probably a good defensive play to prevent a good chance for Colorado. Now Colorado brings it over the Abbey blue line again. Tynan rings it back up the boards. Nielsen throws a hit and takes the puck. Good job by Nielsen. He gets to the blue line. He'll flip it into the Colorado zone. Abbey will start a change. One man moves in on the forecheck to try and disrupt the play. Phil DiGiuseppe enters the forecheck. He falls down. Puck gets missed by a Colorado Eagle. Blay throws it towards the net. Goes off a shin pad. Another shot in the high slot. That one also goes wide. Mueller tries to keep it in. Can't. Flips it in offside. Abbey will have to touch up. Then they'll move back in on the forecheck. Eagles work it out to center. And then they chip it into the Canucks zone. Ivan takes it away from Breezewell. Skates into the corner. Passes back up the half boards. Pass across the zone. Good shot. Shelovs with a kick save. Kicks it to the corner. Lekermacki comes up with the puck, but then immediately loses it. Baines gets the puck now, skating down the boards. Drops it. Sasson in the corner. Flips it back up to the blue line. Willanen's there. He drops it over to the half boards for Lekermacki. Puts it back over Willanen. Shot gets blocked. And then Colorado skates out to center and flips the puck in. Shelovs can't stop the puck behind the net. But Sasson is there. And they whip it around behind the net. Willanen picks it up there. He rips it around the boards. Gets intercepted there by Colorado. They work it around down behind the boards and then work it back up to the blue line. Shot gets blocked. And the puck comes behind the net for Colorado. They try and work it out in front. But good skates and stick by Abbotsford to prevent that puck from coming out from behind the net in front. And then they collect the puck in the corner, and Max Sasson will skate out through center. And then he gets taken down. No call. Another blatant tripping call that the refs absolutely missed because they're a bunch of dumpster fires. They're fat, blind, and dumb, so they're clearly referees. Now there's a rugby game in behind the net. Jujar Kara shows up and jars the puck free, but Colorado comes up with the puck. Colorado flips it down the ice. Apparently it hit a stick, so it won't be icing. Jet Woof plays it behind his own net. Out to center for Kara. Kara flips it over for Wu. Now Hirose over the blue line. Sharp angle shot. Miner makes a save and covers it up. Rex Captain, Canucks 99. Plus I blocked Jazz for insulting me. Art Russell H. You found you last Abbey game. Great energy, bud. Thank you very much, Ryan H. I appreciate that. Nice to have you back, dude. Woo! Yeah, I wish I could show you guys the game, but I'm not allowed to. It would get me kicked off YouTube. Okay, we're in a commercial break now for Abbey. Colorado Eagles now have 7 shots to Abbey's 3 shots. Petition to get Big Hog out of chat. Wow, I blocked everybody. I only see my comments. I'm the only one I can stand in this chat. Breezewell with a shot to the front of the net. Miner makes a save right off of a face-off. Abbey rings it back down into the corner, chips it behind the net. Comes all the way over for Breezewell, who pinches down for the point. Blay behind the net. Looks to the point. Hirose. Oh, McWard. McWard with a shot. Gets tipped. Wide of the net. Carlson behind the net. Protecting the puck well. Tries to put it back down low. Can't get it to go. Gets intercepted there. Puck squirts out into the slot. McWard loses the puck and his stick. And then Abbey comes up with it, but then they immediately give it away at center ice. Breezewell does well to prevent the guy from getting to the front of the net. A little bit of chaos in front. Shot gets to the front of the net. Shelovs with a blocker save to the corner over to the half boards. Abbey will skate it out of their own zone. And then the Canucks ice the puck. It looks like they should have beaten out the icing, but the referees, once again, are a bunch of idiots. Pickfetty, dumb. He can't see this. Oh, laughing and crying. Andrew, that ain't delivery. It's the Giuseppe. Big Mac 133. I'm part of this real cool community. Just me. I'm offs, haven't blocked anyone. My bad. Jazz says ... You good, Fetty. You funny. Oh, Fetty, I like that. What's up, Fetty? Oh, wow. Good on the face-off off the icing. Abby puts it down the ice, and then they actually come up with it because it wasn't icing. Oh, Mancini took a weird pass, couldn't get a shot off, but he's in the corner trying to come up with it. Baines picks it up, puts it back to the blue line. Oh, Leckermacky with a one-timer, but gets blocked. Baines behind the net, battling with 3 Colorado Eagles. Oh, Sasson puts it back to the blue line for the defenseman, but Mancini wasn't actually there, so it just goes down into the Canucks zone. They flip it all the way back up to the other blue line. Baines can't get the pass as it gets intercepted. Leckermacky chops at it on the half boards, but can't come up with it. Wu now onto the ice. He comes up with it. He tries to pass across the zone. Wu takes a man down. That probably should have been a penalty too, but again, the referees are a bunch of idiots, so they didn't call that either. At least they're equally stupid for both sides of this game. Is being the youngest here bad or good? Depends on the day. Nate Smith turning in his own zone, skates out across center, past the blue line. Oh, Giuseppe takes a shot. It hits Nate Smith on the way to the net. And then Miner covers with the puck. Let's go Stars, says Milosh. Yeah, right now it is still 1-0 for the Oilers. 13:07 left to go in the Oilers game against the Stars. Edmonton's got 5 shots so far in the second period. Dallas has only got 2. So Dallas not being able to get much going on to try and tie this game up. Jessica, I'm not too young. I'll be 18 next year. Laugh out loud. Dallas pressing now. So Jessica, you can't vote yet. Poor thing. I'm 9. Bobby, I'm 28 years old. That's not bad. Russ is an unk. Yeah. Grew up in Abbey. I might be the oldest. Laugh out loud. Ryan H, I'm 40. Are you older than 40? How old? Andrew, I feel old now. Andrew, you're telling me, buddy. Laughing and crying. Zach McNally, learn the rules. Wrecked Canuck, Captain Canuck 99. How old are you, Andrew? 34. Not bad. Yeah, that's not bad. Wrecked. My mom's 50. Anyone remember when the Dead Sea was just sick and rocks were still soft? Good times. That's a dad joke, Big Mac. That's a father joke, Big Mac. When the Dead Sea was just sick, that's how old Big Mac is. Russ like 99. What? What did you say there, Sonny? Back in my day, kids respected their elders. You know what? I have half a mind to get you off my lawn by force. I have a 9-year-old. Andrew has a 9-year-old. Oh. Mancini with a shot from the point. Oh, goes just wide. Might have hit something in front. Mancini does well to keep it in at the blue line, but then on the second effort, Colorado gets the puck out. Wolanin pass up, gets tipped at the blue line into the Colorado zone. 3:13 left to go in the first period of play. Colorado has the puck at center. Turning, waiting for their teammates to change. And then they'll flip it up to the Canucks blue line and tip it in behind the Canucks net. And Abby battling to get the puck, bringing it around the boards, gets back to the blue line. And then Colorado shoots it, but it goes wide. Wu passes the puck over to Hirose, who gets to center, flips the puck into the far corner. Abby moves in on the forecheck. Oh, shot. Miner makes a save high at the top of his crease. Came out. Lekermacki gets a shot on net there. Nice shot. My mom's 50. I don't let my son watch these. Too kind. My dad does. Andrew, don't let your son watch this. I'm mature. I know how a kid is made. Wow. And Andrew's like, respect, laughing and crying. Respect, brother Andrew. Skinner is awful. Salutations all, says KJ Brazy. What's up, KJ Brazy? KJ, says Big Mac. Jazz is also waving. Hey, KJ, says Bobby. Hachiko, KJ is here, but what about KJ squared? Hey, KJ, says Andrew. Russ, don't look at our Discord. Salutations all. KJ squared is here, but what about KJ cubed? Salutations all, is KJ squared. KJ, hey yo, need more KJs, says Milosh. The more KJs, the better. What a do, baby, says Swervin' Irvin. How's it going, Swervin' Irvin? Nice to see ya. And then Big Mac's like, Swervin'! And then KJ's like, oh no, KJ squared lost his membo. Oh no. See if you can remedy that tonight. Colorado works the puck out to center. Abby collects it there. Lekermacki flips into the zone and then gets mauled at center ice. 2 minutes left. Colorado in their own zone, flips it out to center. Flips it all the way out to the Canucks blue line, gets intercepted there. Mancini chips the puck free. Abby moves it out. Good move. Kara going to the net. DiGiuseppe's there. Tries to get over for Kara, but he can't get the puck. Shot to the front of the net. Trent Miner with a save. Jujar Karen on the forecheck. Gets it in behind the Colorado net. Smith hits his man, falls down, but Colorado ends up working it out. Canucks work it back in. They intercept it right at the center ice line and bring it back in. Moving on the forecheck again. Colorado works it back out. Phil DiGiuseppe. Wu stops in the corner, puts it in behind the net. Waters is there. Hirose can't keep it in at the blue line. Waters is there too. Colorado's trying to work it out. 55 seconds left to go in the first period now. Puck in behind the net. Puck into the front of the net. Colorado intercepts it there. And they'll skate it out right into the Canucks zone over the blue line. Right into the corner. Waters takes him down. McWard's down there too. Wu's there. Wu can't come up with it. Tynan for Colorado picks it up, skates up the boards, puts it back to the blue line. Shot to the front of the net. Shelov's with a blocker save to the corner. Abbotsford's working to get the puck off the half boards. Colorado can't get to the front of the net. Abby does well to work it back down the ice into the Colorado zone. Colorado works it back in over the blue line. Tries to go through McWard, and he's like, hell no, bro. Shelov's with a save. And then the boys gather for a chat. Carlson's giving his man a hug. Shelov's getting out of there. Carlson is Tynan in a headlock, which is hard to do because you got to like reach down to get his head because he's such a short guy. 4 seconds left to go in the first period. Yeah, they literally, Shelov's makes the save. He's got his glove on it. And then the Colorado player's just like, you know what? I'm going to jam my stick right into your hands because I feel like I can get the puck back. All right, so they've added another second there. Now there's 5 seconds left to go in the first period of the Abbey Canucks versus the Colorado Eagles. Then we'll be entering the first intermission, and we'll be able to just watch the Edmonton game for a minute. Leftover night tonight, so no grocery store, no cooking. Canucks block it. Shot off the back of the net, no good. And then the Abby Canucks and the Colorado Eagles move into the second intermission, and all the boys gather at the end of the period to make sure everyone's doing all right, checking in on each other. All right. We got a little time, so let's focus now on the Edmonton versus Dallas game. There's just 8 minutes left to go in the second period between Edmonton and Dallas. Laugh out loud, Kahi reference. Swerve Nervin says Big Mac, Big Mac, Big Mac, Big Mac, Big Mac, Big Mac, Big Mac. And then Ichigo says, I'm 2 days old, and yet I vote. Yeah, I worked for the election too. Haha. Everyone thought I was legal to vote. And you're like, no, ma'am, no, sir. Let's go Stars, says Milosh. Ooh, Draisaitl with a chance on the side of the net. But he couldn't get a handle on the puck and ends up just losing it. Kane in the corner. He flips it around the boards to the other side, gets past Dries. Oh no, that's Henrique. But Edmonton works it back to the point. Shot to the front of the net. Tipped by Kane. Ottinger had trouble with it. But Ottinger falls onto the puck. And he'll cover it up for a whistle. Swerve Nervin. Under the old format 1v8, both conference finals would have already happened in the first round. Yeah, isn't that weird? The playoff format's a little weird now to go through all your division, but it's the same thing they're doing in the AHL too. They're doing the divisional. So this game that Abby's playing tonight is the Pacific Division Final. 53-ish still playing. No, Big D playing what? Big Mac is my dad. Wow, Big Mac. I didn't know you were Chico's dad. I miss the old format. Yeah, I'm going to be a good dad one day. My kids are going to hate all my dad jokes. Old goal. Old timer league. Bro, you playing goal? You're a goalie? I want to ask you a question, but I don't know if you'll answer it. Do you have a superstition? What's your biggest superstition? Big Mac 133. That's right, Hachiko. You made sure to do your homework, right? Good of you to check in on your kid, Big Mac. Sort of nice at Ryan. Is it 40 plus or 50 plus? KJ, The Mandalorian season 1 was peak streaming television. I haven't even watched it. Is that weird? Is that bad? Should I? I have not watched The Mandalorian. This is the way. But I do know the line. This is the way. Oh, shot onto Skinner, and he'll grab it and go. Weak shot by Sagan. Or no, that was Duchesne. Bobby, who's watching the Oilers and Dallas game? I'm watching the Oilers and Dallas game. Andorra season 2 is quite nice so far. I'm halfway through. Come on, Dallas, says Milosh. In Perfetti we trust. E equals KJ squared. Yes! KJ is the nexus of power in the universe. Hachiko, Big Mac 133. I actually just finished 3 quizzes while watching the stream. Ha ha ha! Multitasking! Good job, Hachiko. Your dad, Big Mac, will be so proud. Big Mac, I am, and switching between the Knicks and Pacers and a bit of the Jays game. The Blue Jays, how are the Blue Jays looking? Are they chilling? Didn't they win in overtime yesterday? I guess in extra innings, if you want to be specific to the sport. Did they score a touchdown? Did the Blue Jays? I know the difference. Swerve and Irvin, be there or be squared. Because you're not around. Math dad jokes. It's a math dad joke. Big Mac 133. Okay, you can watch the stream of Chico just until bedtime. What time is bedtime for Chico? Be like, oh, I mean, like if Chico's bedtime is 8 o'clock, I don't know. I don't know if he's gonna be able to watch it all the way to the end. KJ Brazy, 2019 Raptors were special. Crying face, single tear. Ryan H, 40 and over. Sometimes a 30-something shows up and someone's son. That they were. Yeah, the Raptors, 2019 special, apparently. I don't know them well enough. I've been watching the Fever games over the past week. I really like Caitlin Clark. Fever games. What's the Fever games? Big Mac, is that on Netflix or something? All right, so Dallas has gotten a couple more shots in this period now. Getting a little bit more pressure on that. They're up to 5 shots. So Edmonton still with 8 shots in this period. Coach Rob Willie. What's up, Coach Rob Willie? Welcome to chat. Nice to see you, buddy. I was drinking beer waiting for Y2K. I was not old enough to drink beer during Y2K. I was in grade 10. I didn't have my first drink until I was 18. I was such a good kid, you know? Swerve Reverend, I need to join a 40 plus, something more my speed. Yeah, my old beer hockey league team, they finally joined a 30 plus league because the majority of us were all like 35 plus, and then our goalie was like 55. So Caitlin Clark is him. Bullshit reffing, but good games. The Oilers score, extending the lead. Mikko Rantanen doesn't look happy about it. Looks like he's in a little bit of pain. The Stars are looking at their replay boxes, looking to maybe think about calling a coach's challenge. Wallman makes a save. Skinner makes a save. And then Dallas works it up to the point. But Edmonton intercepts it there. And then McDavid puts it back for Kulak. Kulak takes a shot. It goes off of a pair of shin pads. Puck goes right back to Kulak. And he gets the another shot, and that one goes by Ottinger over the glove, top corner, and the Edmonton Oilers have made it a 2-0 game against the Dallas Stars in the second period with 4:37 left to go. Raw is Jericho. Go, 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 go. Canucks flow. Oilers has 2. Go, 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 go. And Milosh is like, boo. And then Big Mac's like, go, 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 go. Boom. Go, 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 go. And then Prick Fayu is like, oil, go, go. And then in Prick Fayu says, so you're saying there's a chance. And then KJ Brace is like, let's fucking go. And then Dallas comes right back, actually, and they're pressuring now. Shot ends up going off a shin pad and wide of the net. They keep it in at the blue line, work it down low. Woo, says Andrew. Sorry, guys, I won't be on the live for like 30 minutes. Bye. See you in a minute there, Emmanuel. Dallas works the puck back into the zone. Sagan puts it behind for Duchesne. Back to Sagan. Back to the blue line. Lindell with a shot to the net, but that one gets blocked by Troy Stetcher. Puts it over for other BC boy, Nugent Hopkins. Up to Kane. Kane with a shot. We got 3 BC boys on this line playing together on the Oilers. Puck gets bounced and it goes to the front of the net. The Oilers score again. Wow. Another quick goal from the Oilers. And after a good chance for the Dallas Stars to make it a 1-goal game, the puck goes to the front of the net and Brown tips it and it bounces past Ottinger. And just like that, all of a sudden it is a 3-0 game for the Edmonton Oilers against the Dallas Stars in the second period. To the front of the net, and Brown, yep, Shot from Nugent Hopkins, tipped down by Brown, and then it bounces over the pad of Ottinger under the glove and into the net, and it's a 3-0 lead for the Edmonton Oilers. Let's see who's happy. Go, 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 go. Big Mac. Oilers has 3. Go, 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 go. And then Big Mac's like, go, go, go. Boom, go, go. And then Ben Pickford says, oil, go, go, go. And then Big Hog's like, boo. And then Andrew's like, boo. And then Milosh is like, boo. And then Big Mac donates a gifted membership. Thank you very much, Big Mac, for the gifted membership. I appreciate you. You're going off now. What are you doing, you crazy person? Aiden Kelly. Welcome back, Aiden Kelly. Nice to see you again, friend. I don't think I've seen you comment yet today, but you're watching from the shadows. But either way, Aiden, welcome back and congratulations on winning a free gifted membership courtesy of Big Mac 133. And then Big Mac's like, it ain't over yet. And he donates another gifted membership. So thank you very much, Big Mac, for another donated membership. Dobby's college education fund is getting very full. Jupiter's Skull watching from the shadows as well. Welcome, Jupiter's Skull. Nice to see you. And Big Mac giving you a gifted membership. Congratulations. Congratulations, Jupiter's Skull. And thank you very much, Big Mac, for 2 gifted memberships. Hashtag you'll love to see it. Big Mac's like, right, KJ? Caitlin Carcass him. Right, KJ? I was 14, old for Y2K. Huh. Yeah, we're about the same age, right? Yeah, so grade 10. Until later, Emmanuel. I was 7, says KJ. Okay. Dallas working the puck into the zone, gets a good chance. Rebound gets chipped all the way down the ice, but not enough for icing. Harley picks it up there, passes out to center. Steele falls at center. Puck comes back to Harley, who passes across for CC. CC puts it all the way up to the blue line. Brought in, Robertson tries to make a pass across the blue line. That gets intercepted. Edmonton flips it down the ice, bouncing into the corner. CC, playing against his former team, the Oilers, tries to get the puck out, ends up getting it over to Ranton, and Ranton with speed, skating into the Oilers zone, tries to get it, puts it back to the blue line. Puck bounces. Stars defenseman couldn't get a shot off. 1 minute left to go in the second period. Way more fun. No scouts watching. Laugh out loud. Yeah. Emmanuel was minus 13-year-old. Yeah. Yeah, because if Emmanuel's 9, then he was born in 2020 or no, 2015. Yeah, so minus, yeah. I was 7 as well. I remember the lawn bowling club. My extended family rented to have the 2000 party. In Big Value Trust. I was 17. Okay, so you're just 3 years older than me. So you're 43, 44 right now? Break the walls down. I don't know that song. What song is that? That's it. You made the list. I hate Jericho when I was a kid. Guy's a certified beauty, though. Ooh, game day rituals. I have tons of. I don't let my blades touch the ground until I'm on the bench. The blade of your stick or the blade of your skates? Do you keep your skate guards on until you get to the bench? Is that what you do, KJ? Russ, speaking of Mandalorian, ever feel like there's too much content? Yes. Disney is flogging Star Wars. All right. Edmonton ends up with a power play. Dallas wins the faceoff, though, and they'll dump it all the way down the ice. 38 seconds left to try and get a chance. Edmonton passes it up to the blue line, but it ends up getting past that man. And then Dallas picks it up, flips it all the way back down the ice. Skinner stops it there. Edmonton's got 25 seconds to do something. If not, they'll have a minute 10 left to go. Yeah, they are absolutely flogging Star Wars. But I mean, in general, there's too much. Like, think of all the different streaming services you have. Like, I think I'm paying for like 5 different streaming services. It's insane. Dallas with a chance shorthanded. McDavid, one last chance, flips it in, but not going to do it. They'll have some power play time left, but we are into the second intermission of the Stars versus the Oilers. 3-0. Edmonton with a couple quick goals. Ryan H. got tons of weird habits. I play till my body says no more. Nux Edit, what's up, Nux Edit? Welcome to the stream, Nux Edit. Good to see ya. Abby win tonight. W. I hope so. Jays lost today, 3-1. Brutal. In Brick Fire Trust, what was up with that 15-0 game? They just felt like going off for one game, eh? Swerve Nerve. Most days I open Netflix or Disney, I just get choice paralysis and end up watching the Fast and Furious for the 100th time. Yeah, I mean, I end up watching Star Trek a lot, so. It was 14-0, Fetty. Are they good, or were the other dudes just that bad? A bit of both, I'd say. Question mark. They were good. Swerve Nervin. F Hockey Night in Canada, reminding us that the Canucks blew a 3-2 series lead. What do you mean? What do you mean they blew a 3-2 series lead? Were they up 3-2 in the Stanley Cup Finals at some point? Hi, Coach Rob, says Bobby. Reminding us for no reason. Yo, 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 Coach, says Swerve Nervin. Indiana Fever, 3 games in the regular season of the WNBA. Is Indiana on a heater? Big Mac. Have they won all 3 of their starting games? My toxic trait is I have to watch something when I eat, but when I finally choose something, my food is cold. Yeah, me too. There are 2 things. This is the order of operations, 3 steps, all right? Make food. Choose television show. And then smoke a bowl. Because you like to have a nice smoky food, right? I was a good boy in my teens till I met my girlfriend. What do you mean? All right. So we're into the intermission for the Edmonton-Dallas game. Abby looks like they're about to get back onto the ice there. Players are all coming off, getting a little warm up before they drop the puck. So we'll get back into the Abbotsford Canucks versus the Colorado Eagles in just a moment for you kids. Milosh, why are you Canucks fan cheering for our division rival? Some of them are cheering for whoever is Canadian, Milosh. Some people want a Canadian team to win it, to bring the cup back to Canada. But I just, unlike Jake's Takes Hockey, I don't think I can cheer for the Oilers. No matter what. There's too much BS there between us. I take back my woo. Laugh out loud. Kids all over, only listening. True. So you heard the goal horn and you thought it was a goal for Abby. Unfortunately, it was a goal for Edmonton. Big Mac hype! Hype, hype, hype. Let's go, says KJ Brazy. Mohammed, hey, Russell and everyone. Hope you are doing well. We're doing good, buddy. Nice to see you, Mohammed. Welcome to the stream. Ryan H., remember Dallas choking against Van with 2 minutes to go, up 3 goals? Yes! But it was even better, Ryan H. It was only 1 minute left. Vancouver scored 3 goals in a minute. Insane. The latest 3-goal comeback in the history of the NHL. All right, Abby versus Colorado. The Canucks versus the Eagles. They're lining up at center ice for the second period face-off, and there it is. We are underway in Colorado, where the Eagles lead the Canucks 1-0. Abby was pressing hard, though, and carried the play after getting outplayed to start, which has been kind of the theme of the series so far. Fuck the Oilers, says Connor Cahill, showing up with fire. All right, Abby controlling. Mancini skates down, turns in the corner, comes back up with the puck behind the net, puts it Back to the blue line, shot to the front of the net. That gets blocked. Now Colorado carry out to center. Trying to break towards the net. Ends up getting hit. Mancini is the first man back, even though he's behind the net. Throws a hit and takes the man off the puck. You love to see it. Mancini's a beast. Muhammad, says Big Mac. Majored out. Big Mac, Big Mac, Big Mac. Rough up that rat number 97. Can't root for the Canucks and Oilers. Make your pick. Learn the rules, says Milosh. Canucks, says Coach. Yes, Coach, says Swerve and Irvin. Canucks, says Bobby. I won't tell Shannon, says Swerve and Irvin. Good. Andrew, Y2K, I was 10. Okay, so Andrew, you're a couple years younger than me, yeah. Shelovs with a glove save on a shot from the point. First shot of the period. I don't think Abbotsford actually managed to get a shot on net yet. Oh, that's so funny. They have, you know how like the Snapchat cam? In Colorado, they put it on the crowd and they have all the people and their heads all turned into eagles. And there's this little girl dancing in the crowd. And then her head became an eagle. So funny. So funny. All right. Abby loses the faceoff in their own zone. Tynan puts it back to the point for Colorado. Shot to the front of that. Ooh, and it deflects just wide to the right side of the net. That was a close one. Wu battling behind the net. Gets into the corner. Picked up there by Waters. Puck shot to the front of the net. Goes wide. Colorado flips it down low. Wu puts it over to the other side. Hirose takes time, spins in the corner. Works up to the half boards, flips it out to center. That deflects and comes to a Colorado player in their own zone. They'll flip it all the way down to the Canucks blue line. Gets intercepted there and then goes right back to the Eagles. Eagles with some players coming in and off the bench. And then a shot to the front of the net. Ends up stuck in the netting of the Abbotsford net. Unfortunate. So that faceoff will be in the Canucks zone to the right of Artur Shelovs. And just so you all know, which I didn't do to start the last period, in this period, the Abbotsford Canucks are skating from the left side to the right, and the Colorado Eagles are skating from the right side to the left. So just picture Shelovs. When you're picturing in your head, Shelovs is on your left. Abby wins the faceoff outside of their blue line. Cameraman loses the puck. Colorado picks it up in their own zone. They're playing catch. They'll pass all the way out to center, tip it into the Canucks zone, who flip it back out to center. Pass across the entire rink. Abby skates in, shot on net, gets blocked. Puck goes up to the half boards. Colorado skates it out. They'll get through center now, and they'll flip it in, ring it around the boards. Shelov stops it behind the net, passes to the corner. McWard passes to the other side. His defensive partner flips it down the ice. Giuseppe couldn't come up with a bouncing puck at the blue line. Colorado carries it into the Canucks zone. Try to make a pass across the zone. They do, but then bounces off of a foot. Colorado comes back up with the puck at the blue line, puts it down into the corner. Shot from the point. Goes off of a leg and into the corner and wide, rings it around. Abby works it out up to the blue line, gets it all the way up to center. Colorado flips it back in. Puck goes off the end boards and off the back of the net. Colorado moves in on the forecheck, comes up with the puck, tries to pass it in front, couldn't get it there. Abby flips it off the glass and down the ice. Looks like that is going to be an icing call on Abbotsford. Learn the rules, Abbotsford! How do you expect to come back in this game if you're just constantly icing? We're not baking cakes, we're playing hockey. Learn the rules! The hockey guy? Question mark. I was 30. Coach Rob Willie was 30 and 20. Okay, so you're 55 now, Coach Rob Willie? Jake the Pancake Rochester has tied the series against Laval Rockets, winning 5-1, and game 4 after giving up a 4-1 loss in game 3. Ooh, that's a barn burner of a series. Lopsided victories on both sides in that one. Big Mac, my allegiance is not up for any other person to decide. I am rooting for Canada, but I am also to see Rantanen do well. I guess there are 5 people on Dallas team that are Canadian too. Yep, there's a few. There's a bunch of Canadians on that team. All right, Abby works the puck in from center, flips into the Colorado zone, and they'll start a change after the icing, which is lucky that nothing happened as a result of that icing. And then Colorado flips it down the ice. That must have deflected because that one's not an icing. Arose battling behind the net. Ty Mueller's there to support, but Colorado works the puck back to the blue line. Shot from the point gets blocked. Works up to the half boards. Long pass out for Phil DiGiuseppe, who works into the corner. He gets back up to the half boards and a one-timer from there. Misses the net, rings around the boards all the way to Wu, who chips it down into the Colorado corner. Abby's there. McWard flips it around for Breezewell, who puts it down for Blais. And then McWard activates from the blue line, keeps the puck in. Good job there. Now he picks it up, puts it in the front of the net. Oh, and a swing and a miss. If the Abbey stick might have gotten checked there right in front of the net. Otherwise, that was going to be a really, really good chance for Abbotsford there. Now in behind the net, Carlson working to get the puck. The Abbey Canuck player is literally being pinned to the ice by a Colorado player for some reason. They're letting it go. They better call that. I guess they're calling that a penalty. Thank goodness. Shelovs is going to the bench. So Abby's going to be able to get some 6-on-5 now because the Colorado player was literally pancaking the Canuck player, and then the Canucks give the puck away. So that is a whistle. Artur Shelovs will go back into the net. And the Abbotsford Canucks will go to the power play. Andrew, 2016, my son's 9, but just. Hello, Big Mac. Hope you are doing well. Oilers are not Canada's team. Get out of here with that. Then Muhammad shows up and he's like, you know what? I love you guys. I'm going to donate $5. And he's dancing. It's a sticker, but it doesn't show up on this. But it shows up on my screen and in chat like this. Thanks for the $5 dono, Mohammed. Colorado wins the faceoff and they rip it all the way down the ice. Shelovs stops it behind his own net. Abby will have to start from there. Shelovs passes over to the corner. Baines is standing there. He's getting checked by a Colorado player. Now, Abbotsford will take a minute to collect themselves and start the puck out. Abby brings it in, flips it to the half boards. Puck gets rung around the boards, comes all the way back to Leckermacki, who puts it down again behind the net. That one gets intercepted, unfortunately, by Colorado. And then they give the puck away to Abbotsford, and then Abbotsford gives it immediately back to Colorado. Puck goes all the way down the ice. Minute 24 left to go on the power play. Abbotsford picks up the puck behind their own net. Thank you very much for the dono, Muhammad. I appreciate you, brother. I'm glad you're here. And then Paragrapher Pro shows up and he's just like, you know what? 5 gifted memberships. Thank you very much, Paragrapher Pro. I appreciate that, my dude. Dustin Boydell in the chat. Jake the Pancake. They've slayed the dragon. Freddie, TFA, Iceman 84, and Mr. Rainbow Boy all getting a free gift and membership courtesy of Dustin Boydell. Thank you very much for the donation, Dustin, and congratulations, guys. You guys all got a free gift and membership courtesy of Dustin Boydell, the better half of the Rusty and Dusty sideshow / postgame show. Jake the Pancake, they've slayed the dragon. Freddie, TFA, Iceman 84, and Mr. Rainbow Boy. Thank you very much, Dustin. I appreciate that. Congratulations, guys. I'm fantastic. I hope you are as well, Muhammad. My son just turned 9, says KJ. We went to Crash Crawley's on his birthday. Oh, man, is Crash Crawley still a thing? All right, so Colorado just got a shot shorthanded because they won the faceoff in Abbotsford zone. But now Abby's skating out to center, but they're having a real hard time setting up anything on the power play right now. Colorado being very active with their sticks. They managed to stop a pass, too. Abby's going to have to start again from center. And that one, another pass goes off another shin pad and out. Now Shelov stops behind his own net. There's only 15 seconds left to go in this power play. I don't even think they have a shot yet. Carlson through center. He keeps and then rings it around the boards. Puck comes up to the other half boards, and then Abby tries to ring it back around, but they can't get it. And the puck goes all the way down the ice. 1 second left on the power play, and that's Colorado is killed off the power play. Abby didn't even get a shot. Brutal. Big Hog's crying and laughing. On to the next one, says Milosh. Russ, the order of operations is bed mass. Ah, yes. Yes, bed mass. Brackets. What's the other? No, 2, 1, and 0 for the Fever so far. Okay. So they're 2-1. That's still a good start. All right, Colorado works the puck out to center. Abby collects it in their own zone. Puck to center. Colorado mucking things up. Dumps the puck in. Hirose trying to come up with the puck. Puck to the front of the net. Tynan with a shot. That one gets blocked. Jujar Kara with a good block there on Tynan. Puck goes back to the Canucks blue line. Abby can't come up with it. Colorado now controlling. Bringing the boards. Behind the net. They skate all the way back into the high slot. Turning there. Tynan looking for a moment. Looking for a spot. Tries to put it down low. Goes off of a shin pad and out to Hirose in the corner, who flips it out to center. Colorado intercepts it there, and they'll work it back into the Canucks zone. Tynan stops. He plays the puck across. Puck into the high slot. Shot. That one gets blocked in front by Tristan Nielsen. Good block by Tristan Nielsen. Laughing and crying, says Andrew. The game has to be the best comeback of all time. No. In any sport, is there an example of this? I don't know if that's ever happened before. 3 goals in 1 minute. I think the Canucks goated comebacks tonight. Yeah. Russ forgot step 4. Reheat food. Yeah. I mean, if you remember. Boo, Luke Gazdic. Yeah, I agree. Boo, Luke Gazdic. Wait, I guess it doesn't work like that in B-ball. 2-1. That ain't a thing. 2-0. I'm a dum-dum. Huh. Is there no ties? Is there overtime lost points? Not an Oilers fan, but I'm a Stanley Cup making it back to Canada. Yep. Hello, Bobby. Yay. F Edmonton. Go Canucks, go. I don't like Oilers, but I still want Canada to get the cup. This is our sport. Yeah. Swervin. Pound it. You mean Denmark sport? Yeah, Chico, you're right. I just want my Pops team to win. Fair enough, KJ. Maybe as a placeholder. Let's go, Abby! Sounds like a bunch of Oilers fans in the chat. Bobby says, learn the rules, learn the rules, learn the rules. Imprick for trust. This is a year-to-year thing. It's over averages, career stats. Let's go! And then Andrew's like, learn the rules, learn the rules, learn the rules, learn the rules. Thank you. All right, so it looks like Edmonton and Dallas are about to get underway for the 3rd period now. We'll keep an eye on that, but there's still 11 minutes left to play in the Abbey versus Colorado 2nd period. Oh, mercy. Yes, 55. Nailed it. Milosh, go Canucks, go! And then Big Mac's like, music, music, music. Colorado's still controlling. Shot. Shelov's with the save. Sticks the puck to the corner. And then Shelov's just gets like drilled into the net. Colorado is just mucking it up everywhere they can. Now they're grabbing the Canucks stick. Colorado works the puck back to the blue line. Puck skips over the defenseman's stick and out to center. Picked up there. Canucks bring it in. Nielsen driving to the net. Puts it on net. Trent Miner makes the save. Colorado picks up the rebound. Loses it into the corner, though. Rung around the boards. Picked up there by Breeze while he rings it around the boards the other way. Canucks in the corner. Put it back to the blue line. McWard's there. He takes a shot on net. McWard makes a blocker save. Puck comes to the half boards on the near side. Carlson's there. Abby loses the puck in the corner. Ty Mueller chasing his man. Puck gets out to center. Colorado working it in. And to start the period, looks like Blackwell is going to get a penalty. So the Edmonton Oilers are actually going to have about 20 seconds of 5-on-3 time now here in the third period. Hype! Don't know hype, Muhammad. Don't know hype. Don't know hype for Muhammad. Muhammad, let's go, Abby Canucks. Sweet. Happy Friday, everyone. See you all post game. Dusty, miss my good sir. All right, Colorado controlling again in the Abbey zone on the half boards. Then they ring around to the other side, to the other half boards. Then they move down into the corner to the left-hand side of Shilov's. Now, Carlson finally gets separated from his man. Carlson comes up with the puck. Good job. And then gives the puck to Mueller, who immediately gets hit. Colorado puts it into the net after the whistle. Oh, the refs are up. The fans are upset. Everyone's chanting, refs, you suck. Refs, you suck. Well, they do suck, but it's not for the reasons that you think. Dustin! Sup, Dusty? Hype? Hey, Dusty, says Milosh. Rob, Dustin! Carlson's just trying to stand up and Olson's just like all over him. What a piece of shit. Let's go, Abby! Hey, Dustin, says Bobby. Dustin, do you lurk on every stream? Man, that 6 looks beautiful next to the name. Oh yeah, you guys, we have officially made it to the point now you guys can have a 6 beside your name. Why are there no Rusty and Dusty emojis? I haven't made one yet. But I should. Maybe I'll make one for the next stream. So it looks like... Oh, Dallas on the breakaway. And a save. Dandanoff on the breakaway. Short-handed. And then Skinner ends up making the save. Edmonton carries it out. So it looks like they're going to be reviewing this as a goal. And it looks like they're trying to decide whether or not it went into the net past Shilov's. But I haven't seen a really good camera angle on it yet, but the referees are looking at it. So we'll get you guys up to date right now. A little scary. Major Dow says, Parago for pro. Thumbs up, thumbs up. Dow. Yeah, see, it is on the, it is in the captain's log. Rusty and Dusty emoji, but I haven't done it yet. Edmonton brings in the puck offside. I have a 2 now. Yay! Jake the Pancake with a 2 beside the name. Paragraph Pro swerving. I am always here. Trevor Linden. W says Jake Stakes Hockey. What's up, Jake Stakes Hockey? The #1 Oilers content creator on YouTube. Bobby, hey Jake. Jake says KJ Brazy squared. Yeah, so it looks like the puck did cross the line at some point, but the referees are trying to decide whether or not it was before or after the whistle or something. Here's an up. Shilov swats at it, misses it. Puck bounces off the end boards right to the front of the net. And then it can't even be a goal because it's literally the Colorado player is pushing Shilov's pads, but I don't think it ever actually crosses the line. Yeah. I'm going to say no goal. Final answer. The puck never crossed the line. Coach Rob Willie, don't know. Hi. All right. We got yet another camera angle here. Shot off Shilov's. He blockers or he sticks it into the behind the net. Oh, no goal. Yeah. Look at that. No goal, everyone. It's all good. No goal. They've decided. Yo, says Jake Six Hockey, swerving Irvin. Guys, there's still a chance for Dallas to repeat the score for game 1. Yeah. Yeah, can they score 6 goals in this period? Oh, I should update that. Why did this not update? Third period. All right, so 8:52 left to go in the Colorado versus Abbotsford game. Jake, you beauty. Sup, Jake, says Big Mac. Guys, I hate the Oilers. Oh, yeah? Oh, yeah. Is that what you're saying now? There's totally a chance. It's real. Swervin' Irvin says Jake Stakes Hockey, Jake Stakes Hockey, Jake Stakes Hockey, Jake Stakes Hockey, Jake Stakes Hockey. And then Big Mac says pulling a Hachiko, eh, Jake? I guess. Jake lost his membo too. Oh, no. Jake Stakes Hockey doesn't have a membership. Impic Value Trust. I don't want to see it, but I'm still expecting it at the same time. Life is complicated now, seems. Yep. Oh, no. Colorado controls and then works the puck to the front of the net and scores. Taking a 2-0 lead with 8:46 left to go in the second period. They've been in the Abbey zone for the last 5 to 6 minutes. And the puck just comes out front. Comes off of Hirose and into the front of the net. Colorado taking the lead, making it further. Abbotsford hasn't been able to get it out of their own zone this whole period. Puck came off Hirose in the corner. Puck came right out into the high slot. And captain of the Colorado Eagles jams it into the net. You best, Jake. He's gray. In Big Value Trust. He got demoted for liking Edmonton. Colorado works the puck into Abbotsford zone again. And one of the Colorado players goes down. Looks like he got hit in the face with a stick or something, but the refs missed it. Jujar Kara works the puck into the Colorado zone. Colorado tries to work it out. Abbotsford gets it back behind the net. Jujar Kara. Phil Giuseppe fighting with his man. Puck to the front of the net. Breezeball with a shot. And then the referee's making a call now. Who's the penalty on? Oh, Phil Giuseppe got a cross-checking call against him. So now Abby's going to have to kill a penalty. Oh, man. Phil Giuseppe didn't even argue. He just went straight to the box. He knew. Big Mac, guys, good day at work, Jake. Any crazy stories from the kitchen today in your neck of the woods? No goal. Major penalty. Russell, look at the Oilers game. Yeah, they called it a minor. Just a 2-minute minor. Wow, he lumberjack hints. Darnell Nurse only got 2 minutes for it. Go Canucks, glow. Go Canucks, glow. Go Canucks, glow. Go Canucks, glow. Dallas controlling. Rantanen back to the point. Heiskanen down for Rantanen. Rantanen had the puck bounce over his stick. Puck to the front. Gets blocked by Edmonton, and they flip it down the ice. Abbey wins the opening faceoff and flips the puck all the way down the ice with 1:48 left to go in the power play and 8 minutes left to go in the period. The second period, to be more specific. Even YouTube doesn't allow that. Sadly, no. Says Jake Takes Hockey. No membership for Jake right now. That's too bad. Need Abby to score for you. It's always snowing in the kitchens. You might want to get that checked out. Colorado with a shot to the front of the net. Shelovs with a blocker save to the corner. Colorado works it down to the behind the net, right on the goal line, back up front. Shot gets blocked, goes high, hits the glass end behind the net. Breezewell's there to try and dig it out of the corner. Now, Ty Mueller's trying to come up with it there as well. We got a rugby game behind the net. Mancini tries to stop his man and then ends up working it down the ice. Good work. 1 minute left to go in the power play. Colorado works the puck in, flips it in around behind the net, bounces a little bit. Colorado comes up with it, works it behind the net. Breezewell gets to it first, flips up the half boards, and then Abbotsford will shoot it all the way down the ice. But it gets intercepted at center, actually. And Colorado will try and work it back in, chopped out of the blue line by Abbey and all the way back down to the Colorado zone. There is only 30 seconds left to go in the power play. 6:40 left to go in the second period. Colorado leads 2-0 now. Abbey Boxing out. Colorado loses the puck in the high slot. Abby can't get it outside the blue line. Puck misses its intended target on the pass from between Colorado. Baines is on the half boards. He'll flip it off the glass and all the way down the ice. Abby's going to try and skate onto the puck here. Where's the damn interference call? He didn't even get to the puck and the guy body checked him. These refs are ass. Learn the rules, ref. That's insane. It would have been a shorthanded breakaway for the Canucks if the Colorado player didn't hit the guy who didn't have the puck. Insane. So annoyed by the refs. They're brutal. Abby kills off the penalty. Puck gets rung in around the boards. Abby trying to get anything going here. Only 8 shots in this game now. We're 5 minutes and 40 seconds left to go in the second period. Colorado ices the puck like a bunch of idiots. You're right, Bobby. They need to learn the rules. Learn the rules, learn the rules. Zebra, learn the rules. That's garbage. Yeah, it was brutal, man. Boo, says Andrew. It's actually 2-0. Yeah, it is actually 2-0 now. Learn the rules, ref. Eyes on. F you, refs. What's the first emoji on this, people? I can't tell. Abby wins the face-off. Puck worked to the front of net, and then Trent Miner just picks it up, covers it for a rebound. Or covers it for a whistle. Yeah, what is this emoji? This middle one here. F you, ref. What is that? I can't tell. Go, Canucks, go, says Milosh. Learn the rules, zebras. There. Now they can read. We might have to get the Braille version for them because they're clearly blind. That's just wrong. Eyes out. Oh, Canada. Everybody having fun? Give them the lumber. There's still time. 2 minutes. Nurse. Dallas PP. PP is now over. They were unable to capitalize on their power play. The score remains 3-0 for Edmonton with just under 13 minutes left to go in the third period. Jake, why are you an Oilers fan? Some Kitchens, KJ. I'm not. Muhammad, let's go, Abby Canucks. Green, blue, white. Green, blue, white. Green, blue, white. Hockey stick fire. Let's go, Abby, says Bobby. Most Kitchens laugh out loud. Not a lot that I've worked in, but then again, I'm on the island. It's pretty chill here. The Kitchens. Damn, Colorado's up by 1. Now they're up by 2. Boo. Bobby, the Oilers game is back on now. Yeah, I'm in the city. Come on, Abby. I get snowy after work. Snowy clouds after work. Sometimes mainly my caribous. The caribous. In Brick Fairy Trust. Rusty emoji. Dusty emoji. Am I just a dreamer? Hopefully I'm not the only one. No, you're not the only one. Oilers PP. One day, Fetty. Trevor Linden. Canucks win the faceoff. Controlling. Shot to the front of the net. Miner with another glove save. There's another shot. The 10th of the game for the Abbotsford Canucks. So we have another faceoff in the Colorado zone. Connor Brown is a sleeper, eh? Yeah. He's the best Connor on that team. Great save. KJ Brazy, Nugent Hopkins should come home. He should. Dig in. No goal. I refuse to allow it. No goal. Ball hockey tournament this weekend. Stoked. Oh, bro. Ball hockey's so fun, eh? Good times. Good times. Good luck. Yeah, good luck tonight. Thanks, is KJ. Good luck in your tournament, Mr. KJ Brazy. Is KJ Brazy squared going too? What is this? What does this mean? It's an oyster without eyes. Huh. I didn't know oysters had eyes. All right. Plays underway. Colorado has the puck in their own zone behind their own net. Mueller's there watching him. Colorado has 3 players below their own goal line. Come out and trip a guy as they skate out of the zone. Abby intercepts it at center. In their own zone, Mancini passes across. Now he receives a puck back. He makes a pass all the way up to center, tipped in by Abby, in behind the net. Trent Miner stops it there for his player. Then Jujar Kara's in there on the forecheck, trying to come up with the puck. Puck is rung around the boards by Colorado, and they can work it out to center. Now Abby intercepts it at their own blue line, but then Colorado takes it right back. 4:25 left to go in the second period. Or should I say 4:20 left to go in the second period. Colorado controlling in Abby's zone again. 4:20, nice. Puck sits behind the Abby net. They work it up to their own half boards. Puck gets past Mueller there. Or no, it's Phil DiGiuseppe. But Abby comes back up with the puck. And they work it out to center. Now Phil DiGiuseppe just shoots it in on Trent Miner. And he deflects the puck out of the zone. Out of play. So the faceoff will be to his right. And Abbotsford will have to try and win another faceoff in the Colorado zone. Ah, says Imprick Freddy We Trust. Yo, says Zach. Learn the rules. Learn the rules. 3-0, says Izod. Yep. 3-0, 3-0, 3-0. Yeah, they literally just got a shot and they haven't added it. The shot tally is not correct. They say Abby's only got 9. That's absolute BS. I literally watched the 10th shot happen. So dumb. So dumb. Zach, says Big Mac. Abby can't win the faceoff. Colorado flips the puck all the way down into the Abby zone. Picked up there. Pass up the center. Tipped in. Max Sasson trying to move it on the forecheck. Puck gets almost intercepted. Just gets past the Abby player. Colorado works it down into the corner. They put it back up to the blue line. And then try and work it back down. Abbotsford intercepts it there, and they'll skate out. Getting it into the Colorado zone. Shot to the front net. Miner with a save. Rebound comes out front. And another shot. That one ends up going wide of the net by Max Sasson. Now a rugby game breaks out behind the net. Oh, and they're going to go to save cam because why not? It's not like we want to see what's going on. Okay, save cam is over. And then Colorado works the puck down into Abbotsford zone. They'll start a change. Abby's going to try and take advantage, passing it all the way up to the other blue line. McWard. Oh, no, that's Waters. Picks it up there in the corner. Loses the puck to Colorado. Gets it back. He looks on the half board. Spins, goes down low. Now he works to the front of the net. Goes right through the crease. None of the Abby Canucks there could get their stick on it. And Colorado skates it out to center. McWard picks it up, flips it back to the Colorado blue line. And they will turn around and flip it all the way down the ice. Not enough for icing. Puck gets worked out to center. Colorado picks it up there and they'll shoot it back in. Gets stopped just inside the blue line. Brisebois plays it back. Waters at center. He plays it up to the blue line. Tristan Nielsen with a reverse hit there. Works to the front of the net. Shoots on Miner. Miner makes a save. Puck goes behind the net. Jet Wu with a shot. And Trent Miner makes a save. But one of the Colorado players had actually fallen and lost his helmet. And I think the puck actually hit him instead of actually being a save. And then the rest got his hand in the air. Let's see how this happened. Klimovich. I guess they're probably going to give a penalty to Klimovich. Okay, so luckily he didn't get hit with the shot, but Klimovich took his man down, and then the guy crumpled in the crease. So they're going to call a penalty because the little bitch fell and gave a big old show. So Colorado will go to yet another power play because they're a bunch of little bitches. Wow, they took out Bouchard on purpose. Could be. That's revenge, right? You slash our guy, we slash yours. Hyman with a good chance. Audrey makes a save but can't cover it up. Diabolical. Are you cooking oysters? It kills E. coli bacteria from sewage water. Huh. that what oysters do? That's weird. In Prick Fairy Trust. Burn the refs. Let's cook the refs. Cook the zebras. I always wonder what zebra would taste like. Lots of hockey left. Yep. But with 2 minutes and 2 seconds left to go in the second period, Colorado has a 2-minute power play. Wagner's arguing with the linesman now. Mueller's going to be taking the face-off against Wagner. Wagner's already cheating in the face-off draw again. So they win the draw because the linesman is a piece of shit and doesn't actually enforce the rules. Tynan takes it into the corner, works it back to the blue line, back down for Tynan in the corner. He puts it to the front. Good stick there by Abby, and they work the puck out to the blue line, but can't quite get it out. Colorado, one-timer to the front, goes wide off the end boards out to the blue line. They keep it in there, pass across the blue line, right into the high slot. Pass down low into the corner. Tynan thinking about what he's going to do. Going in behind the Abbotsford net now, working back up into the face-off dot, back to the blue line. Shot blocked in front, goes high. Colorado picks it behind the net, rings it into the corner. Tynan picks it up there. Minute 15 left to go in the period. A minute 11 left to go in the power play. Pass back to the high slot, back down low into Tynan. Tynan works it over. Shot one-timer, goes wide of the net. Abby picks up the rebound off the end boards and flips it all the way down the ice. 1 minute left to go in the power play. 1 minute left to go in the period, the second period. Puck in the corner. Abby works it out to the half boards. Who is this? Sasson in with some speed, puts the puck in front, and the Abbotsford player gets hauled down. No call. The refs are a bunch of idiots. And now Colorado comes in 4-on-2 shot, and they score. This is the absolute bull crap. The Abbotsford player got hauled down on a 2-on-1, and there's no call because the referees are a bunch of pieces of shit. Insane. This game is out of hand. The referees are total fucking trash. That's insane. Fuck Colorado and fuck the referees. Swear jar, swear jar. Jump the glasses in Prick Freddy we trust. These referees are literally ass. They're literally the worst refs that I've ever seen in any professional league ever. Holy fuck. I'm blind. I'm deaf. I wanna be a ref. I'm blind. I'm deaf. I wanna be a ref. Hey, Firefighter Prez, hit the like button. It's free and it helps big time. Yeah, that's true. Thank you, Firefighter Prez. Going on a burger run. Back in 15, says Big Mac. You gonna get a Big Mac? Sheelovs gets bowled over. They finally put their fucking arm in the air. Canucks go 6-on-5. Fuck Colorado. These cheap ass motherfuckers. I don't think I've ever sworn this much on a stream. Probably when Trent and Cheap shot at what's his face. Either way, that's the end of the period. So Abbotsford's going to start the third period with a power play for 2 minutes. Unless they do something here. Kara's there. Ludwig's just throwing punches. No call. Second intermission. That's insane. I can't believe this, you guys. I haven't seen this kind of bullshit in a long time. Let's go, Abby! There are so many tourists, the sewage overflowing into the ocean, where they grow the blind oysters. Huh, that's so weird. I did, says In Prick Freddy We Trust. Izod, says Zachary. The Shrek multitasking at its best by one and only Russ. Thank you very much, the Shrek. Sonica! Sonica! I was told to do this on stream if the Shrek showed up. Sonica! The Shrek, same at work and in stream. What do you mean? KJ Brazy. What is this? 0 with a slash through it? Assassin is a beauty. Yeah. All right. So 3-0 in both games. Edmonton with 6:40 left to go in the third period. So we'll pay attention to the Edmonton game now while we still have a little bit of time in that. And while we're in the intermission for the Abbey game. And then we'll jump back into the Abbey game when we get back from their intermission. Izod, I so would love a green chili and a pepper jack burger. Izod, Big Mac will pick that up for you, all right? Multitasking is Russ's superpower. Thank you. Wait, what a save, Skinner. Chincharrones. Izod, how do you know raw oysters don't have E. coli? Cooking and the acid in the lemon juice might save you from food poisoning. Yep, true. Bobby says, learn the rules. What the fuck, says Big Hog. Next short house in the making. Oh, stop, Andrew. Refs, you suck. Stupid refs. Bouchard throws it out to center. Draisaitl chips it into the far corner. Kapanen's there too. Draisaitl comes out with the puck. He tries to pass it across the zone, but it gets blocked. Bouchard passes across the blue line over for his defensive partner, who puts it down low. Granlund tries to pass. Draisaitl intercepts that one. He's at center. He gets a hit. Gives up the puck. Dallas working the puck. Johnston works it over the blue line. Kapanen works it back out. Now, Edmonton on a 2-on-1. All on in front. Janmark puts it right onto the goal line. And somehow that puck stays out. Oh my gosh. Janmark had all the time in the world. Put it through Ottinger, and the puck was dribbling towards the net. But didn't get in. That would have been 4-0. Darnell Nurse in the corner. Puts it over for Janmark. Stetcher's there trying to protect the front of the net. Puck comes out. He picks it up off the rebound. Stetcher does. Heiskanen steps up, puts the puck towards the net. Gets blocked to the corner by Skinner. 4:20 left to go in the third period. Stetcher chips it down the ice. Kane in, tries to put it in front for Brown, but that one gets deflected. Looks like some of the crowd is starting to decide whether or not they want to leave. Yeah, starting to see a couple people leaving. Still pretty full, though. Still pretty full. Paragrapher Pro, officiating in the Canucks-Eagles game is grossly one-sided. Eagles being sneaky and taking advantage of veterans versus boys. Yep. Puck goes out of play in the Edmonton game. 3:32 left to go in the third period. Boo, says Bobby. Yep. No calls because the refs have no balls, ref. Yep. Absolute idiots. Yeah, it's been terrible. I can't tell you how bad it's been so far. There should be more challenges allowed. Yeah. Izod bot refs. Eat boop bop bop. I am the first version of the referee bot. I'm here to screw this game up. Big Hog Hoggy, I'm blind, I'm deaf, I'm stupid, I want to be a ref. I'm blind, I'm deaf, I want to be a ref. I'm blind, I'm deaf, I want to be a ref. Also stupid. In prick fair you trust. Swear jar. Dobby. Holy smokes, refs got some money on the game or what? We might see Russ get a heart attack on stream. No, love it. Real passion. Thank you. Yeah, I do. And I mean, I try. Like, this is the thing, is when you're calling a game, like, I seem a little excited when I'm calling the Edmonton goals. I'm not really excited, right? Like, you got to pretend, right? But when it's the Canucks, then I go crazy. Then I go loco. In Fair Trust. It's just like, oh. Kids in here be like, ow, my effing ears. I do have a limiter on my mic though, so. Oh no, I don't have a mic. You're just hearing me through the internet. Shrek, big money in their pockets after this game. Mind blown. Yeah, you're right. All right, so since the Edmonton game's in a break right now, I'm going to go grab a beer. Tequila. Dallas has pulled their goalie now. Trying to get anything going. But then Ratnan just slashes a guy's stick right in half. And he's like, what do you mean, ref? I'm not allowed to slash a guy's stick in half? Paragraph repos. The Klimovich penalty only happened because the Eagles player was holding his stick for like 30 seconds in front of the net. Would love to see the boys storm back in the third. Yeah. And then there was the 2-on-1 where the player who could have been passed to just got taken out. There was the possible breakaway shorthanded where the guy got interfered with. So we're talking 3 penalties in that period that could have been called and should have been called, but the referees did not because they're absolute fucking idiots. And then as well, the stupid score count guy who doesn't know how to keep shots properly in Colorado either. The first, by the way, everyone, that is the first penalty kill that Abbotsford was unsuccessful on. That is the first power play goal that anyone has ever scored in this playoffs against the Abby Canucks. They were 100% in the playoffs so far. So that is the first time a team has beaten their penalty kill. Bully refs, germs and fire. Let the teams play. Ass bullshit. Rusty emoji. Is this? Yeah, this is me now. Looking at summer jobs right now. Ooh, multitasking, same at work and in stream. Woo! 2 minutes left to go in the third period. Edmonton still leads 3-0. They're on the power play for another minute. That pretty much ends it for Dallas with that rat and slashing penalty. Izod, the bad refs are just Captain Obvious, mind blown. Russell H, Colorado refs and cameraman suck. Yep, the cameraman is brutal. He loses the puck all the time. And the cameraman is like way high up too. Izod, they must have learned their tactics from Hadrian. It's possible. Izod, bad calls will cause lost viewership. KJ Brazy, y'all see the hockey guys pitch to get Marner on the Canucks? Laugh out loud. Big Mac, 133, back online. Big Mac, 133, back online. Laugh out loud, catchy tune. All right, so there's 45 seconds left to go in the third period between the Oilers and the Stars. And barring some kind of incredible miracle, the Edmonton Oilers will be tying up this series. Dodonov putting it just wide, trying to break Shilov's glory. Still 3 bagel. Dallas is pressing, just trying to get one. Another shot by Dodonov goes wide of the net. 5 seconds back to the blue line. Shot. That one gets blocked. The puck comes off those shin pads and out. And that's it. The Edmonton Oilers have tied up the series against Dallas after getting blown up in the third period of the last game. There it is. Series tied 1-1. We should be getting underway in Colorado pretty quick here too. Go Canucks, heart! Beer. There are kids here. Yeah, I'm just drinking. It's just water, see? I just got myself some ice water. I decided not to drink beer. He's gone. Let's do nothing. Let's not do anything because we're lazy. Fair enough, Chico. By beer, he means a bong toke. I don't know if I could do this if I was that ripped out of my mind. In Big Fight We Trust, both 3-0. It's a conspiracy. Could be. Could absolutely be. All right. Now that the Edmonton game is over, let's hide it. Let's hide it. And we'll put the Abby one here. And we'll make it bigger so everyone can see the Abby score instead of the Edmonton score. Izod, lately I say bleeps instead of fuck words. Pull your goalie. Definitely at Brick Fetty. Definitely a conspiracy. Oilers PP. Maybe he is disabled to Chico. KJ Brazy, retina and visor tilted is insane. Yep. I don't want to wear a visor, so I'm going to wear it up on my damn forehead. It's one of those things like, if you play in the NHL and you don't have your visor down properly, you should be like not allowed to get your pay. If you get injured because in the eye because you didn't have your visor in the right position, you should not get paid while you're off. If they can't come back, it will be their first regulation road loss in the last 14. I'm confident they still get the series done 12-0-1 on the road going into this one. Those are hella good numbers. Izod, you can't see every disability like 8 concussions. Maybe he got hit by a car and retired. I hope you are never disabled and judged harshly by someone. Yeah, don't judge people. And then this character doesn't even have a mouth. Impic Fire Trust. By the way, Nino Rider wears his visor super high up because he doesn't want the visor but needs to put it on. It's probably the highest the NHL would allow. I mean, they shouldn't even allow it. It's the stupidest thing ever. If you're required to wear it, you should be required to wear it properly. Would take Marner. Milosh would take Marner. Huh. KJ Brazy, that's my karaoke song. Laugh out loud. Tequila. Do 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 do. You just sing one song one word 3 times in the whole song, right? Tequila. In Pick Value Trust, not sure why a 30-plus-year-old cannot make his own decision and just not wear the visor. It's mandated by the league. The same thing as the helmet, right? They did the same thing before players didn't have to wear helmets, and then they made it mandated, but they also grandfathered it in. So all the new players came in the league had to wear helmets. So they did the same thing, but these guys, like Nito Niederreiter, never wore it because I'm sure he came through different, maybe a European league where they didn't require it. Either way, it's dumb. Oilers win! Tequila. NHL rules are dumb. Yep. Boo! Izod, you said everyone was leaving. That is evidence of a bad ref being off-putting to the crowd despite the score. No eyeballs, oyster, and fire. Boo, says Milosh. Edmonton did to Dallas what Dallas did to Winnipeg. So Skinner either gives up 4, 5, or 6 goals or gets a shutout. So that's his 3rd shutout in his last 4 games by Stuart Skinner, which is pretty crazy. Swerve Nervin, holy shit. So Skinner either posts a shutout or has a save percentage of .830. Yep. Correct. He's like Shelovs in game 2. Laughing and crying. KJ Brazy, he's either on or he's off. Laugh out loud. He's like a light switch. Such a sieve. Let's go, Abby, says Bobby. Izod, do not seethe a kid in its own mother's milk. Sweating. Sad and sweating. Fever and sweating. Swerve and Irvin, I don't want to wait for our life to... Okay. I don't want to wait for our life to be over. Is that good? I'd like to see Blake, Kara, and Smith reunite. They were cooking last series. Yeah, it could be good. I wonder if Manny will make any adjustments to the lineup in this period, in this intermission. Izod, earache, my eye, if blind, lead the blind, then all fall in the abyss. Down into the abyss you go. Down into the abyss. Why was Izod lecturing me? What did I do? The question is, Hajiko, if you don't know what you did wrong, that's even worse, okay? If you don't know, it makes it 20 times worse. Hey, Jay Brazy, neck guards should also be mandatory. I think that will happen eventually. Yeah, I think eventually they're going to do it. You see some players starting to do it, but eventually I believe they're going to mandate it. Now, does anyone here think that they will eventually mandate a full bubble? Because in women's hockey, this is my full bubble, by the way. In women's hockey, in the PWHL, obviously in all women's hockey, they got to wear a full cage. So I wonder if at some point they might do the same thing in NHL hockey. Laugh out loud as you go. All right. The Abbey Canucks and the Colorado Eagles are coming out of their locker rooms, doing a little skate about before the period gets started. We're not too far away from getting underway down there in Colorado in the Mile High City. We're going to kill the Edmonton feed because it's just a bunch of people talking about the game now. So reminder, Abbotsford will start the 3rd period on the power play after Shelov's got run over in the net and the referees finally made a call. So Abbotsford with a chance to start the period off well with a goal on the power play. Remember, I think Colorado's decent on the penalty kill as well. Texas and Milwaukee are tied 1-1 right now. All right, the puck has been dropped. Play is underway. Abbotsford wins the puck back, and they'll start from their own zone. Skating over the blue line. Lose the puck for a second. Puck gets out to the blue line. They keep it in there. Will Lannon's there. He puts it down behind the net. Back to Will Lannon on the point. He's in the high slide. He puts it down to the face-off dot, into the front. Abbotsford behind their own, behind the Colorado net. Fanned on a pass. Now he puts it up to the half boards for Mueller. Mueller skates down into the face-off top, back to the blue line. Lannon with a shot to the front of the net. That one gets deflected wide. Carlson rings it around the boards, comes all the way to the other side of the ice. Abbotsford works it out of the corner, working the puck back to the blue line. Lannon flips it in behind the net. Carlson kicks it up to the half boards. He gets tripped down. No call again. Colorado picks up the puck, skates it through the slot, and he'll put it off the glass and down the ice. Shelovs is going to stop the puck behind his net and leave it for his defenseman. Abbotsford Baines through the blue line, rips it around behind. Puck gets back to the blue line. Work down to the half boards. Left of the blue line. Down low into the corner. Puck back up to the half boards. Back down into the corner. Comes out in the faceoff dot. Into the front. Jam play. No good. Sasson with a good jam play, but Trent Miner was up to the task. And then Colorado collects the puck and shoots it all the way down the ice. Mancini picks up the puck. Colorado loses their stick. Abbotsford's going to try and take advantage. Coming into the zone easily. Baines puts it back into the slot. Lecker-Mackey takes a shot. That one gets blocked. Now Colorado carries it out. Pass across the zone. McWard gets a stick on it. Sammy Blaze there now in the corner trying to dig the puck out. Colorado's trying to kill some time, and they do. They end up killing off the power play. I don't know if Abby even got a shot on that power play. Another listless power play. Yeah, no shots on the power play for Abbotsford. Colorado works it out to center. McWard throws it to the other side of the ice. Abbotsford works it in, but Colorado intercepts it. They play pass in their own zone and then work it out to center. Sidesteps the check, puts it in behind the net. Abbotsford's there to pick it up, though. And then an Abbey player gets tripped. No call again. And then Abbey gives it away right to Colorado in the slot. But they weren't even expecting it, so they end up bobbling the puck, and Abbey takes it back. That was really dangerous. Right 10 feet in front of Shelovs. Almost a prime scoring opportunity off of a misplay by Abbotsford. But nothing came out of it. Colorado trying to get the puck. Abbotsford works it up the half boards. Nielsen flips it off the boards and down the ice. Not enough for icing. Colorado picks it up there. Colorado into behind their own net, taking their time, waiting for the change. Sasson's pressuring. Abbotsford with a 3-man press forecheck. And puck gets shot all the way down the ice, and the Colorado Eagles, bunch of idiots, don't understand. They need to learn the rules, apparently, because they have iced the puck. Learn the rules. Card Rover Pro. KJ Brazy, 100% net cards should be mandatory, says Dustin Boydell. Andrew, there are 5 or 6 left with no visor, especially since the new super sharp replacement blades became the norm. Skates are razor sharp every shift. Yeah. Big Mac 133. I think everyone should have their choice of equipment, but like you said, they shouldn't get compensation for injuries. Well, this is the thing, and the only reason. Oh, there's a Canucks fan in the crowd getting taunted. Poor guy. He's there with his dad, who's an Eagles fan. And then Sasson's getting thrown out of the draw for some reason because the linesman's an absolute turd face. Abbotsford getting screwed over in the faceoff, but ends up winning it anyway. Shot to the front of the net. Puck goes off Miner and into the corner. Colorado picks it up and chips it out to center. Lannon puts it up for Sasson. Sasson with speed through center. Dishes the puck over for Lecker-Mackey, who shoots it. That one goes off of a leg and wide of the net. Puck squirts 3 on the half boards. Colorado works it out to center. Lannon picks it up there. Flip the puck out to center. Tipped it into the Colorado zone, and everyone will change. It's a whole line change for both sides. The reason that they do have rules about equipment is for insurance policies. Because when a player's injured, I believe it's insurance paying for it. So that's why they force them to wear a certain level of protection, because if they don't and they get injured, then their insurance will go up and it'll be too expensive. Abbotsford into the zone. Spinning on the half boards, getting knocked down. Puck comes back out to center. Andrew, now with Pat Maroon retiring, I think it's only 2 remaining, no visor. Jamie Benn, yep. And yeah, the blades are scary part to me. Literally knives on the ice. Yep. Carlson dumps it into the corner, back to the blue line. Hirose with the shot gets blocked. He gets the puck back. He shoots it on net again. That one gets blocked as well. Wouters flips the puck in behind the net. Carlson tries to get it there and misses it. Is that Jet Wu? Jet Wu's all the way in behind the net, trying to get the puck back. Coming in from the blue line. Jet Wu! 15 minutes left to go in the third period. Abbotsford with a little bit of pressure there, and now the whistle is for offside, maybe? Abbotsford brings it an offside, I think. Or the puck went out of play at the Colorado bench. I can't tell, though, because the cameraman's drunk. Paragraph for Pro, Jamie Benn and Ryan Reeves, I think, last left. And Reeves? Yeah. Yes, I got it. Izod, calling someone lazy if they didn't respond to them because you're a masochist. Do not seethe a kid in its own mother's milk, Pachico. If you don't get it, you don't get it. Eyeless oyster fire. Oh, look, another Waters is getting tossed out of the draw because Colorado is a bunch of cheap pieces of shit and the referees are a bunch of douchebags. Abbotsford wins the faceoff anyways. Wolanin with a shot to the front of that. That ends up hitting players in front of it. Colorado works it out to center. Carlson throws a hit on the man, dumping the puck into his zone. Mancini takes a hit to make the play. Abbotsford skates it out. 4 of them through center ice. Puck gets dropped in behind the net. Nielsen tries to put it out front, gets blocked there. Colorado works the puck out to center. Sammy Blake gives up the puck at center, and the Colorado player flips it in right on Shilovs. He'll play it to the side. And then Abbotsford skates it out of their zone. Pass up to the Colorado blue line. Pass across. Shot. Blocked. Puck bouncing around in front of the crease. Colorado collects it, flips it out to center. 14-11 left to go in the third period. Ryan H. Colorado shot counter sucks too. Yeah, they really do. Oh, and now everyone's gathered for a chat. Jujar Cares grabbed someone. Blay is there. Smith is there. Yeah. So, Dustin, I think you guys wish Smith, Blay, and Jujar Care are playing together. Steinberg on the ground, crying, mommy, mommy. The referee's tapping on the back. Are you okay? Are you okay, Steinberg? My little boy. My little strong, cute boy. You're so strong and cute, Steinberg, says the referee to the Colorado player. O'Reilly, too. Yeah. O'Reilly, Bogosian. Yeah, Zach Bogosian. He's an old guy. Jujar Kara getting a penalty, apparently. Is it just one penalty? Are they just going to put Colorado on the power play? Steinberg's getting lippy, trying to go and fight Kara. Kara's like, come on, brother. I'll take you any day of the week. KJ Brazy, he was talking about Russ. Izod, chill out. Big hug. Yup. So like 4. Yeah, so like 4. About 4 guys without visors. Hachiko, Izod, what the hell are you on? Jujar Kara in the box. Milosh, I don't want to wait. Andrew, I think the Garland net guard would be fine. Yeah, it's going to be something like that. Andrew, nah, not for men's. Oh, you never know. All right. Plays back underway. Abbotsford controlling. 4-on-4 hockey, so this might be actually good for the Canucks. Wu with a pass, but it doesn't get to the intended target. Colorado picks it up. They lose it in the corner, though. In front! Abbotsford shoots it, but it goes wide. Colorado picks it up. Taking their sweet time, getting through center. Cuts across. Skates over the Abbotsford blue line. Pass to the side, gets blocked by Leckermack. He takes a minute, carries the puck, calms things down. Abbotsford skates out through center. Colorado's already got 3 guys in their own zone. They are sitting back like a bunch of little bitches. Milosh, go Canucks, go! In Prick Trust, the NHL went away from the cage in steps. Did they actually have cages in the NHL at one point? Abbotsford drives the net. Trent Miner covers it up. 4-on-4, 1 minute and 8 seconds left to go. 13-16 left to go in the third period. Izod, you only have to tell them Mercury once, Russell. Eyeless oyster fire. Paragraph go. I think the only time a full cage would only happen if fighting ever left the game, which I just never see happening. That's fair enough, right? Yeah, you might not. That's true. Nope, never for men's hockey. Yee. Ryan H. Eventually, all will wear goalie masks. Laugh out loud. Yep. Going dark again. Laugh out loud. See y'all post game. Dustin Boydell going to focus on the action so he can have good analysis for us. KJ Brazy. Whoa, Dusty has a 6 beside his name. What a flex. Yep. Dustin Boydell, the only one in chat right now, I think, with a 6 beside his name. No big D. Paragrapher Pro. Member for 6 months on Nothing is Perfect. Thank you very much, Dustin Boydell. Big hog hockey. If anything, I see women's hockey getting visors. Interesting. My wife is frying something in the kitchen. I don't know what's happening over there. She's turning something over. Kind of smells tasty too. What is she making for dinner? By the way, we're in a commercial break, and Abbotsford just won a face-off coming out of the commercial break. Pass to the blue line. Puck gets tipped down low behind the net. Goes by Waters. Puck gets up the boards and then chipped back down in the corner. Working the puck out front. Blake couldn't get it to the front of the net. Still 4-on-4. Wolanin keeps it into the blue line, rips it in behind the net. Abbotsford making moves. They still have control. They're just doing spins. Sasson with a shot. That one gets blocked by Trent Miner. Colorado picks it up. They'll pass it out to center. Abbotsford's back. 25 seconds left to go in the 4-on-4. 12:30 left to go in the third period. Izod, you only have to tell them once. Mercury. And then the play gets blown down now. Blaze getting into it with someone. Looks like he's going to get a penalty now. Oh, good job, Sammy Blay. That's a good way to get your team back into it, taking a penalty. So Colorado will go to a 4-on-3 power play for 23 seconds. And then it'll be a 5-on-4 for the rest of it. Oh my gosh. Are you kidding me? You're calling that a penalty? He hit a guy in the corner and the guy grabbed his mouth to act like he got hit in the face and was like, ref, he hit me in the face. And the ref was like, oh, my precious little boy, I will do anything to help you because I love you, my child. And gave them a power play. Fucking refs. Swear jar. Mueller out to try and take the face off. He's really good at it. He wins it back, and Brisebois takes no chance and shoots it all the way down the ice. 20 seconds left in the 4-on-3. 12:25 left to go in the third period. No fighting leads to bigger and bigger hits as retaliation for slashing. Yep. True. So it's a 4-on-3 power play now for Colorado. Shot into the front of the net. Shelovs with a save. Puck bouncing around in the slot. Abbotsford somehow comes up with it and they flip it down the ice. Now the two players are out of the box, so it's now a normal 5-on-4 power play. Or just fighting anyways, laugh out loud. Man, I can't wait for the PWHL team. Yeah, it should be fun. I think we're going to try and cover them a little bit here on Nothing is Perfect. Andrew, glad they added advanced icing calls. Colorado controlling shot to the front of the net. Shelovs makes a save. Puck goes behind the net, up to the half boards. Abbotsford trying to work it out there. Colorado keeps it in, flips it to the other side of the ice. Abbotsford keeping it to the outside. Puck to the front net. Shelovs makes a save. Puck comes into the corner. Infinity cause is sweet. Party hat. Puck to the front of the net. Shelovs with a save. Another shot. Shelovs then makes another save and goes... No rebound on that one. 35 seconds left to go in the power play. 11:06 left to go in the third period. KJ Brazy, they're using the old Pacific Coliseum as well. They sure are. KJ Brazy, how's Shelovs looking? Real good. He's looking real good. Nailing it out there. Izod, in the Holy Bible, they thought the disciples in the upper room were drunk too. Or are they drunk? Learn the rules, learn the rules, learn the rules, learn the rules, says Andrew. Go Eagles! Go Canucks! Izod, why are you cheering for the Eagles? It should be no Eagles, go Canucks. Abbotsford loses the draw. Max Sasson couldn't win it back. Colorado works it in behind. Puts it back up to the blue line. Good aggressive penalty kill there. Now, oh my goodness. Yeah. Mueller came up with the puck, but couldn't get a clean shot on net. Now Sasson comes up with it. They'll skate back into his own zone. Good penalty kill here. They'll just control. Now Di Giuseppe skates down and he takes a shot. That one goes wide of the net, out to the blue line. Colorado works it out to center. Power play's over. Abbotsford spent the last 30 seconds attacking on that one. Carlson puts it off the boards. Can't get it to Di Giuseppe. Sammy Blay out of the box, takes a shot. Goes wide of the net off his shin pad. Canucks. Forward checking. Carlson, far side, puts it back to the blue line. Shot. And now Abbotsford's going to get another penalty. Abbotsford's getting another penalty. And these refs absolutely suck ass. KJ Brazy, Izod might be related to Zoe or something. How is Minor allowed to play professional hockey? He's supposed to be an adult. Sammy Blay with another penalty for cross-checking in front of the net. Ludwig just throws himself to the ice. That should be embellishment. What a piece of shit. These referees are fucking terrible. Insane. These refs are brutal. This is ruining this entire game. Colorado are a bunch of little bitches. Gorts to wear your PPE. Yeah, you gotta. Personal protective equipment. Gotta make sure you wear it. Izod must be a reptile. Good point, KJ. Shelov's the destroyer. Is the destroyer? Yeah. Big Mac, I'm jumping out of chat. Gonna watch some more Andor. Hachiko, you can stay up for a bit longer because it's Friday and you did your homework. Winky face. Aw, such a good dad. Big Mac, heart Hachiko. Go Vancouver. Russ is multitasking. He ain't lazy. Fair enough. So Colorado loses the faceoff. Abbotsford flips the puck down the ice. 10 minutes left to go in the third period. Colorado have to start from their own zone. Fair is fair, says Izod. Swerve Irvin. He's a six god. Only here for the Canucks. Party. Hachiko. Nice papa, says Hachiko to at Big Mac. Abbotsford. Good penalty kill to start here. Killed off 30 seconds down and work the puck down into Colorado's side of the ice. They'll carry it in over the blue line. Intercepted there. Abbotsford works the puck out, takes a hit to get the puck out of the zone. Another one intercepted by Mueller. And then out at center, Abbotsford controlling now. Jet Wu works the puck in behind the net. Baines is there. He's going to play some rugby in the corner against 3 Colorado Eagles. Colorado comes up with the puck. Turns back in the corner. Very aggressive. Baines is going at it with somebody at center ice. Now the referees are going to get into it. Now there's like a whole bunch of extra people on the ice. Colorado skates through center. They dump the puck in. Back to the blue line. Brings it in around the back behind the Abbotsford net. All the way back to the blue line. They work it down low to the half boards. They keep it in though when Abbotsford tries to get it out. 29 seconds left to go on the power play. 8:30 left to go in the third period. Pass across, one-timer, gets to the net. Shelov's with a save, and then on the rebound, Shelov's with another big save, kicks it to the corner. Abbotsford can't come up with the puck, though. McWard battling for it, but Colorado comes up with it on the blue line. 10 seconds left to go on the power play. Colorado works it down low into the corner. Back in front, shot. Shelov's with another save. 2 seconds left in the power play. Power play is over. Blaze back onto the ice. Puck is behind the Canucks net. They'll rip it all the way down the ice. Puck gets blocked at center. Colorado flips it back into the Canucks zone. Colorado carries behind the Canucks net. Stop in the corner. Now they'll just stand behind the net and try and kill time. Pass across the blue line, bobbled by the Colorado player, but he managed to work it down behind the Canucks net. They're just going to play ring around the rosy for the rest of the game, I guess. Mancini trying to come up with it. Mancini gets punched in the mouth. No call there. Or did they call it? Don't take a penalty, Carl Nielsen. Thank you, Boo. Mancini gets punched in the face. I think they might have got it. But then Nielsen comes and dumps someone at center ice. The guy takes 20 minutes to stand up because he's in so much pain. Foudy just throws himself to the ice, and he's in so much pain he can't get up. These referees are such trash pandas. Fucking zebra bitches. Tynan, get the fuck out of there, you stupid bitch. Oh man, these refs are terrible. 6 months and plus since we started this, yeah. Soon enough, sports will be just NHL 25 bubble wrap, the world we live in. Yeah. Night Sun says Big Mac. So Rusted Crystal paint you like one of your French ladies yet? Not yet. Oh my fucking God. They're making it 4-on-4. That is fucking ridiculous. The Colorado player threw himself down to the ice and they're like, oh, my poor son, my poor baby. Here, I'll call one on Abbotsford too. Hockey with balloon balls. Yeah, then nobody can get hurt. Milk bones for everyone. Zach McNally, 25. Leafs fan, swear jar. Yeah, I've been swearing a lot. Typical Canucks lose to the third team on the ice. Yep. Yummy, says Izod. Oyster without ice, fire. Bleep, bleep, bleep. Yeah, it's a swear party. Surrey has just approved a new 10,000 seat arena. Perhaps the Canucks move their ECHL team there, or maybe the PWHL move there if the Pacific Coliseum doesn't work out. Could be. All right, so we got 4-on-4 now for 2 minutes because the referees are absolutely fucking trash. Waters just got smoked. Colorado now just sitting back in their own zone. Where in Surrey? It's supposed to be like Surrey Center, Surrey Central at City Hall, I believe. Yeah. Colorado comes in offside. 1:31 left to go in the 4-on-4. Nice. Nobody wants to go to Surrey to watch a game. True. Nobody wants to go to Surrey, period. Yeah, Waters just got smoked. Trying to grab the guy. The guy did not want to fight. Watch it, KJ. Slurry. Yep. Russ lives in Surrey. No, but I will fully admit that Surrey is a unpleasant place. Just trying to support the Canucks fans and his Eagle fan dad. They were harassing the crowd. Yep. All right. So Abby in their own zone now, trying to work the puck out. Colorado going 1-3. Brutal. Okay, Abbotsford works it in. Max Sasson with a shot. Trent Miner with the save. Loses it, but the referee blew the whistle anyways because, you know, I'm blind, I'm deaf, I want to be a ref. Poor guy. Can't win on PK. Yep, no, it's hard to score shorthanded. Canucks fan 94. I watched Miner play for the Vancouver Giants back then. Was part of the team that went to the WHL final a few years ago. Yeah, he was. Now he's playing in the AHL. KJ Brazy rents a lot better in Surrey, though. A little better than Vancouver. It's still quite expensive. It's a massive hurdle. Yo, Troy Setzer's playoff beer is hilarious. Literally just a soul patch and a flavor saver. Yep. Gotta make it a full series. Some of us can't grow beards, Irvin, says KJ Brazy. Wagner, shut the fuck up and get out of the face-off draw. The puck didn't even hit the ice, you stupid bitch. 1:02 left to go in the 4-on-4. Tynan telling everyone what to do. Just put your stick down. He's cheating already. He's literally cheating right now. And the referee's like, yeah, well, just drop the puck anyways. 4-on-4, Abbotsford pressing. Jujhar Khaira trying to come up with the puck. He does. Puts it back to the blue line. Abbotsford there. Mancini with a shot to the front of the net. And Minor blockers it over the boards. Maybe Abbotsford should just start throwing themselves to the ice. That's what they should do. They should just start every time an Eagle player comes even close to them, they'll just throw themselves to the ice and maybe they can get a call. Izod, I thought a Surrey was a horse-drawn carriage. Is it? Only here for Dobby, says Prickfetti. What's up, Fetty? Go Canucks glow. Go Canucks glow. Go Canucks glow. They're all still chatting. I don't know why the refs are even letting this go on. Everyone's just standing around chatting with each other. KJ Brazy, refs should be fined for missed and bad calls. Bane's low-key hot. Yeah, he is, says Ichigo. At KJ Brazy, agreed. Some of us can't grow a playoff beard. Smith trying to win the face-off. Ends up winning it. Working into the front of the net. Abbotsford jamming in the front of the net. Abbotsford scores! Working for the net. 4-on-4. They won't take no for an answer. And Smith driving to the front of the net. Jams it into the back. Minor couldn't get his hand on the puck. And Nate Smith was the man on the spot. Putting it past that son of a bitch. Jujhar Khaira drives to the front of the net. Puck. And then one of the Colorado players was literally sitting on top of his goalie's face. And, just like that. The shutout bid is over for Trent Minor. And the Abbotsford Canucks make it a 2-0 game with 6 minutes left to go. 5:56 to be exact. Bear go, 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 go. I had a good playoff beard for a while. Bang, says Big Hug Hockey. Did you shave it off when Winnipeg got knocked out? Go, 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 go. Big Hug says go, 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 go. Yeah, there was a bunch of people in the crowd cheering. So they're stoked that the Canucks finally scored. Go, 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 says Zach. Prick Freddy says, woo! Goal, says Izod. Andrew says, woo! And then Ichigo says, plan the parade. Go, 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 go. And then Ryan says, yeah, go, Abby. And Andrew says, go, 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 go. And then Bobby says, go, 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 go. And then Prick Freddy, I'll be at the parade. Yeah, absolutely. I'll be at the parade too. Davi loves fedoras. Yeah, he sure does. Boy. Look at this precious little nugget. Look at this little nugget, huh? Hey, Dobby. Do you think that the Canucks can come back? Still got 36 seconds of 4-on-4. Colorado standing behind their own net. They're scared to come out of their own zone. Pass out to center. Misses everyone. That's going to be icing. Colorado spends 30 seconds deciding what to do behind their own net. And then they decided, you know what? I'm going to throw it all the way down the ice because I'm an idiot and I don't know how hockey works. Learn the rules. Icing call. We're not baking cakes. We're playing hockey, Colorado. Right, Dobby? We're not baking cakes. Although you would probably like a cake, wouldn't you? Oh, look at this precious little nugget. Look at him. Oh, yes. He's so nice and cute. Dobby? Hey, Dobby. Can I have a smooch? Oh, get a nice boy, huh? Okay. Out you go. A little more Dobby time for you guys. Pachico found his new boyfriend. Oh, shot right off the face-off. And Trent Minor makes a save. 5:32 left to go now. In Prickfetti, we trust. Soccer fans, right. Maybe hockey fans have to step up. Well, we're from Vancouver, so We don't have to step up. We need to step down and stop rioting after the team loses. His mom? What? Zach McNally, 25, Leafs big fan. Swear jar, swear jar. And Izod's just like, bacteria party. Getting reffed. Yeah, we're getting reffed a little bit here. Everyone, please donate to the stream because we all know someone's getting demonetized after tonight. What do you mean? All the swears just flying out. Colorado plays like Hadrian. Surrey Lanka. Lanka? I left Surrey 14 years ago. I'll never go back. You can't make me. Says Swerve and Irvin. Swerve and Irvin. Izod. Filthy lucre demonized himself, didn't he? No doubt you will say to me, physicians, heal yourself. Heaven and earth will pass away, but my word will never pass away. Andrew. Rent's a lot better in Abbey. Correct. Played out of GPF 8 years in the 2000s. It was a great league. Huh. Good old GPF. I think a couple of my buddies played out of that rink as well. Izod, don't tell anyone or they will make you pay trouble. 5:33 left to go. 20 seconds left in the 4-on-4. Abbotsford wins the faceoff in the Colorado zone. Back to the blue line. Back down into the corner. Back up to the half boards. Mancini skates the blue line. Puts it over for Willanen. Willanen back to Mancini. Mancini with a shot to the front of the net. Tipped just wide by Jujhar Khaira. Abbey collects the puck. Skates back to the blue line. Pass across the blue line to no one. And then the Canuck player gets slew-footed. No call by the ref because they're a bunch of fat, stupid, blind idiots. And then a shot towards Shilovs. And he saves it. And the Canucks will clear the front of the net. 5 minutes left to go in the third period. 4-on-4 is over. So we're back to 5-on-5 play. I am stressed. I'm stressed. I'm very, very stressed. It can happen. Yeah. Comeback could happen. Yeah. I work at a greenhouse now. It sucked. I shaved it immediately. I think there's a picture of me shaving off my playoff beard in 2011. I was very drunk. And I was very much crying as I shaved my beard off. Abbey loses the faceoff in their own zone. Shot from the point. Shilovs makes the save. McWard clears out the front of the net. Faceoff will be in the Abbotsford zone. 4:56 left to go. Try and win this faceoff. Zachary McNally, 25, Leafs big fan. Woo! 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 Andrew, nah, it's Colorado. They all so stoned they don't know who to cheer for. Fair. Yeah. All right, so there's a rugby game on the half boards. Colorado plays it out of the Canucks zone and take it all the way back in their own zone because they're a bunch of defensive idiots. Puck at center. Looks like none of the Canucks wanted to grab it. Like, do you want it? No, I don't want it. Do you want it? Oh, no, I don't want it. Dobby equals minus game over. What? Dobby with the fedora. 4:20 left to go in the third period. Abbey Canuck player gets hit down. Baines in the corner. He's trying to get up to get the puck. He comes out with it. Brings it to the front of the net. Puck gets chipped just wide. Abbey taken down there, man. Colorado flips it out to center. Colorado chips it. Manages to come up with it. Shot to the front of the net. That one gets blocked. Another block by Willanen. He blocked two there. Now the puck's in the corner. Sasson can't come up with it. Puck back to the blue line. 3:47 left to go. Abbey chips it off the boards and out to center. Sasson trying to skate onto it. He's being interfered with because the ref are a bunch of fat, stupid, blind idiots. I'm stoned as well, says KJ Brazy. Andrew says, learn the rules, learn the rules, learn the rules, learn the rules. And KJ Brazy says, Dobby. And then Big Hog Augie says, what? And Andrew says, bunch of idiots. 3:20 left to go in the third period. Colorado works it out to center. Picked up there by Abby. They flip it into the Colorado zone deep. Abby in on the forecheck. Phil DiGiuseppe trying to come out with it. Can't come up with it. Colorado flips it off the glass high and out to center. Cameraman loses the puck. Colorado chips it to the front of the net. Drives the net. And the Canucks box out. Careful, guys. Don't touch those Colorado players after the whistle. They'll throw themselves down to the ice. Bane just gets grabbed and tossed into the end boards. Fully grabbed and tossed into the end boards, but there's no call. Fuck these refs. 3-1, the worst lead in hockey. Let's hope so. KJ Brazy says. That's a speech bubble. Dobby says game over. Dobby says game over. Game over. Andrew, with the 420 calls, you really turning into Shorthouse. I think I'm going to try and get an interview with John Shorthouse since we're in the offseason. Abbotsford working the puck through center. Flipping the puck into the Colorado zone, moving in on the forecheck. Colorado chips it behind their own net. Abby's there on the forecheck. Colorado's content just to stand in the corner with it. 2:38 left to go as the time ticks off the clock. Abbotsford works it into the corner, back up to the blue line. Bollannon's there. He puts it down to the half boards. Lekermacki puts it into behind the net. Back to Lekermacki on the half boards. He looks at the front net, puts it over for Carlson, who chips it to the front of the net, but Miner makes a save. Colorado picks up the puck and they'll shoot it down the ice. Abbotsford has now pulled the goalie. Shelov's to the bench. It's 6-on-5 hockey now. Abbotsford at center, trying to work their way into the Colorado zone, flipping it. Carlson does all the way through. He loses his stick. He throws a hit anyways. Colorado flips the puck all the way down the ice, and that's going to be icing because they're a bunch of stupid, dumb bitches who don't know how to play hockey. Learn the rules. So, minute 59 left to go in the third period. Abbotsford's pulled the goalie. I love that man. Yeah, Shorthouse is a beauty. Yeah, Andrew, if you missed it earlier in the season, I have interviewed John Shorthouse before years ago. And I did play it earlier in the year, but I might have to bust it out again. We'll see. Mueller wins the faceoff. Back to the blue line. Jujar Kara on the blue line. Can't keep it in. Abbotsford working it back up to center. Working it in. Down low into the Colorado zone. Sammy Blade trying to come up with the puck. Abbotsford double teaming the man in the corner, trying to come up with it. Puck gets back down into the corner. Colorado stands there, flips it to the other corner. Pinching in. Abbotsford defenseman couldn't get it down low. Mancini's in his own zone now. Minute 20 left to go. Sasson slowly out of his own zone. Picking up speed. Gets the center. Flips it in. Dump and chase. Colorado takes it there. That'll just sit on the boards. You're literally delaying the game. You're not even trying to play the puck. What a bunch of... Colorado is such a piece of shit team. Little fucking chippy bitches. Puck out to center. Abbotsford carries it in. Shot to the front of the net. Miner makes a save. Puck to the corner. Lekermacki on the half boards. Back to the blue line. Shot to the front of the net. Tipped wide. Baines as the puck go past him into the slot. Colorado picks it up. They'll flip it all the way down the ice. That'll be nice. Another icing call. There's 40 seconds left to go. And now there's a gathering in the corner. Baines is in a headlock. Carlson's going after his man. Carlson gets taken down. There's just people rolling around on top of each other in the corner now. Tristan Nielsen's down on the ground. Carlson's down on the ground. Sassen's in there. The referee's just like, oh, I'm going to call a bunch of penalties that don't make any sense because I'm a stupid fat idiot. Yeah, Baines just headlocked Foley in the corner. This is the worst performance by a referee team I think I've ever seen in my entire life. It's like Wagner's getting tossed out of the game because he's a psychopath bitch. Andrew, oh, I'd like that. Definitely share it again if you can find it. Oh yeah, I got it. I'll post it as a video maybe. How about that, Andrew? 40 seconds left to go. They let another second tick off the clock because they're cheating in Colorado. The shots are 29-23 for Colorado. Even though they clearly missed shots for the Canucks. Shorthouse is a legend. Yeah. Absolutely legend. Now the referees are trying to decide what kind of stupid calls they want to make. Swear jar. Zebras, #1 Eagles. Yeah, they're the #1 Eagles fan, the referees. Timon is like, hey, ref, I'm so short. Can you get me something? I need to stand on something to be able to see over the boards. .39 seconds left. Face off in the Colorado zone. Waters is going to take the draw. Colorado wins it back to the corner, rips it up the boards, gets past everyone, goes all the way down the ice, and that's going to be icing. Another icing. And the Colorado player's throwing a hissy fit. He's like, I would have gotten there, ref. Like, shut the fuck up and go back over into your own zone. Oh, I really am going to get demonetized, aren't I? Oh my gosh. Hey, face off again in the Colorado zone. Waters, captain versus captain in the face-off draw. Canucks win the face-off back. Mancini with a shot. That one gets blocked. Puck into the corner. Canucks coming up behind the net. Try to pass it out front. Gets blocked there by Colorado. Canucks work it down to the half boards. It's into the front of the net. That one also gets blocked. Another desperate shot to the front of the net. Can't get it there. Another wraparound try. Jamming at the front of the side of the net. Miner manages to cover it up. The boys gather for another chat. Puck dribbles towards Miner and he covers it up. So we'll get another face-off in the Colorado zone. Captains both line up for another face-off. Puck rolls the center. The clock's all messed up. Just like that. The Colorado referees win the game against the Abbotsford Canucks. I'm glad we didn't get a goose egg. Yep. What is this? Oh, yeah. Blind. Yep. What's monetization? Refs are blind, making money on YouTube. Yes. Yeah, they're blind. They threw out half the Canucks team at the end there. Okay, let's try and can I gotta leave this. Okay, yeah. And then we go here. And then we go here. And then we go here. What is happening? Let's try and fix this up here. Dustin Boydell dropping a 20 bomb for all my squares tonight. I appreciate you covering the spread.
What's going on, my dude? How's your Friday night going?
Oh my gosh. I have never seen such terrible refereeing in my entire life. That
Welcome
was
to the AHL,
brutal.
buddy. Yeah, I can tell you right now, that guy's never making it to the NHL.
No. Let's count it, because there was, like I said, there was 3 that were blatant, right? There was an attempt on breakaway, shorthanded. The man gets taken down before he gets to the puck. Interference. 2-on-1, same thing. The man gets tripped, right? And then in the corner, man gets slew-footed. Nothing. Like all blatant.
Yeah,
There's nothing else you're watching.
Oh, I know. Mancini took a punch in the third there, early in the third. Klimovich, when he got his roughing penalty, the guy had, like, in between Klimovich's hands, was holding his stick, like holding it.
Yeah.
For a good 30 seconds. But the thing is you got to keep your cool and just let go of your stick and skate away. Or let go of your stick and fall down. I don't know. Do something. But clearly you can't try and throw a punch because they're going to sell it. Like, Eagles are going deep into the dirty playbook, man. They're veterans, right? They've been around the block for a long time. A lot of these guys are lifetime AHLers. They also have the edge on these on any out of town team by playing here all year, training here, doing training camp, right? Like with the oxygen issue and the thinner air, being in Loveland, Colorado, or Loveland, Denver, or what? Loveland. Oh my God, yeah. Loveland, Colorado. Yeah. Like the Canucks have an oxygen tank on the bench, just to try and keep their legs. You can see it in the third where it starts to kind of wear, like they have to slow the game down. And it's unfortunate because the key is they got to get out to a good start in Colorado. And tonight, they got off to a poor start again, got down 1-0. They tried to get the balance of the play back towards the end of the first. And then in the second period, they started out well, but then the reffing kind of took over in the second, and it was the difference, led to 2 goals. Now they're down 3-0, and then it's just frustrations start to boil over. You could see it, but both penalties that the Canucks took in the second period were frustrated penalties. Di Giuseppe throws a cross check because he's sick of being hacked and slashed and, sick of having his stick held. And then Klimovich gets his stick held, throws a punch. And Blay, they're all over Blay, kind of sticking him and slashing him. And he's trying to fight back. And it's tough, too, because Colorado's really good at choking out the middle. I mean, it was really tough for Abbotsford to generate shots early in this game. And it would sure be nice to have like Atu Ratu back feeding Lekkerimäki, having those two out there together on a line. But it's just tough when your offensive centerman is missing. Mm-hmm. Like, don't get me wrong, Sassen's great, but he doesn't have that authentic scoring touch that Atu Ratu has. Sassen has speed and grit, but he doesn't have that like nose for the net the way that Ratu does. And Lekkerimäki was trying to find his chances, but again, it comes down to who's feeding him, who's out there with him, right? Like he's not getting a lot of good passes. He's trying to generate a lot of it himself. So he's trying to be playmaker and shooter, which is a really tough job for a rookie in the AHL. Mm-hmm. And also, the deeper these playoff goes, they're the longest seasons a lot of these guys have ever played. So, the wear and tear starts to grind on you. The playoffs is a different beast. At the end of the game there, Baines in a pretty aggressive headlock. Like, that's gonna hurt in the morning. That stuff adds up, and so they're gonna have to be on the oxygen tanks probably hard tomorrow, I bet. There will be some definite like rehab procedures from this game because of the short turnaround, playing at 2:00 in the afternoon on Monday. They're gonna have to do their absolute best to rest up tomorrow and see what reinforcements maybe they can throw in Monday. Oh man, I hope like maybe Ratu's ready to go, or even Oman. Just someone better up the middle to help out Lekkerimäki with some of the playmaking and the offense. Because right now we kind of like, it feels like we have 3 third lines and 1 fourth line out there right now. And they're just grinding. They're doing their best, right, with what we got, but we're just missing a couple of guys on the forward core that could really help out. If Kudryavtsev isn't hurt, I'd like to see him get back in for a little bit of movement there. The first goal was just kind of McWard didn't continue on with his check around the back of the net. He did the trade-off. Wu falls down. And then there's a guy wide open to get his rebound. So that was really unfortunate. But they battled. They tried to battle through. They tried to battle through the reffing. They did get the 1 goal. I thought maybe if they could get one with like 3 minutes left, then maybe there was a chance. But after they didn't get it 3-2, I figured it was pretty much a wrap on the night. And hopefully they can just regroup. It's too bad that the streak of the penalty kill was ended, and their last that's their first regulation loss in the last 14 road games. So still some really incredible stuff out of this very young Abbotsford Canucks team, but they're meeting their match a little bit here with a gritty veteran team that's getting under their skin, taking advantage of the youth, and using home ice advantage now to their absolute advantage, being that they physically aren't going to feel the effects of the altitude as much as the Abbotsford Canucks are.
Yeah. And you mentioned Baines there too. Another point is Baines coming in with a puck. The Colorado player literally grabs him and throws him into the boards in the corner. No call, right? Like, it's just constant.
Yeah.
And like I said, even for these Abbey Canucks, Tristan Nielsen gets a 2-minute penalty for roughing after Mancini gets punched in the mouth. He touches the guy, actually preventing him because the guy's trying to attack his own player, and the guy just falls down, and then he's like, you just see him like one knee on the ice, just like he's in so much pain because he fell to the ice. It's like, get up, you little bitch.
Yeah, and I'm sure the 10-minute misconduct that came out of nowhere to Sammy Blais, like no one really even saw it happen.
Yeah.
I'm sure there were some words for the officials, and that's why he got that at 14 minutes, because there was no real other penalties or altercations going on at that time.
Yeah.
I'm sure he had a lot to say at the officiating. He's not shy.
Yeah.
He's vocal out there. He plays with raw emotion. He's one of those glue guys that I talked about that the big Canucks seem to lack. He drags everyone else into the fight, but he does it, with physicality and emotion. Garland tries to be that guy, but he doesn't. Obviously, he's like a quarter of the size of Blais. If you put those two next to each other, it makes Garland look like an action figure.
Yeah. Well, it was good to see too, like another guy that made his presence noticed, especially at the end there, Jujhar Khaira driving the puck out from behind the net and getting kind of shoveling on net, allowing Nate Smith to get the goal. But we haven't really seen much from Jujhar in this Colorado series, so it was good to see him finally get on the score sheet.
Yeah, and I hope next game, like I said, with the forwards, they can maybe shuffle around a bit. Blais, Khaira, and Smith were really playing well together. And hopefully that's a line maybe they can go back to on Monday, and then add a little bit of speed, insulate a little bit of speed up with Lekkerimäki. Yeah, we'll have to see. I don't know. we'll have to see how Coach Malhotra adjusts here for sure. Couple of guys could be feeling some nicks and scratches from that game for sure. That was a rough one. But yeah, they're going to have to find a way to keep their emotions in check, find a way to ignore the Eagles' dirty stuff or get it noticed so that they're taking the penalties and you're not.
Mm-hmm.
9 times out of 10, I mean, you learn this in minor hockey, like 9 times out of 10, the retaliation gets caught and called rather than the first penalty. So you just have to have that patience, and it's tough. But you got to dig deep and have a thick skin and take your shots when you know you can take them. Like if there's a for sure scrum and they're going to take, 2 guys, then yeah, get involved. But if they're coming at you hard with that dirty stuff, like holding the stick or, slashing and that, you got to just ignore it. It's playoff hockey. And you got to just carry on and find the net. And, eventually, if you ignore them long enough, the penalties are going to fall in your favor. I
mean,
so we'll see.
Cross your fingers about that.
Yeah, you cross your fingers, but like they did have 2 power plays, right? Like you can't say they were completely negated of any power play chance. After that there was really nothing, but
but the thing is, I don't think they even got a shot. They maybe had 1 shot between the 2 power plays, because I know the 1 power play they absolutely didn't get a shot. I think the other power play they got 1. So even when they did make it to the power play, it didn't end up getting anywhere. So and when you have a power play like that where you don't even get a shot, it's almost like it sucks the life out of the team too, which I think you saw there in the second period, where then suddenly for 5 or 6 minutes, the puck was in the Abbotsford zone and Colorado was dominating after killing off a penalty.
Yep, for sure. Yeah, no, and then to start a period with a power play is always tough. Because you almost like to have the chopped up ice to slow the puck down a little bit when you're in the offensive zone. It's a little too easy to clear the puck on that fresh ice and it gets away from you. So we will see. I mean, that's their first power play goal against in the playoffs, and actually it extended further than the playoffs. They had killed off, I think, 33 of their last 33. So it was even before the playoffs started that they had started that streak. So you can't really be upset that they gave up 1 tonight. Just gotta regroup. As far as we're concerned, we won game 1, lost game 2, won game 3, lost game 4, win game 5, right?
All you got to do. Would you be shocked if I told you that the 3 stars were all Colorado Eagles?
Not at all.
Who do you think
Not
they
in
chose?
Let's see here. Game-winning goal, Jason Magna. So that would probably be first star. And then who had? Oh, they probably gave it to the 3 goal scorers tonight.
Very close. Very, very close.
It snuck Trent Miner in there at the end.
Yeah. So Jean-Luc Fondy, make it so, gets the 2nd star with his 1 goal. He started the game off early. So, I mean, I almost kind of feel like he deserves it more than the 3rd goal, because it was an early goal, which really put Canucks back on their heels to start. And then Trent Miner with the almost shutout, the gentleman shutout, shall we call it, gets the 3rd star of the game there. So, yeah, Jason Magna, former Canuck, number 1 star. There's the Canucks logic moment for the night.
Yeah, there you go. Always finds a way to bite you.
Another former Canuck coming back to haunt the organization.
Yep.
How important will it be for the Canucks to score the first goal in the next game?
Be huge. I mean, you see the way that crowd is. They're pretty dang rowdy. That like minute long stand and cheer to start each period. You got to find a way to silence them quickly. And you got to push it into their end fast, and you got to hope Shelovs doesn't give up week 1 early. That's pretty much it. they're going to have to try and expend as much energy as they can in the first period, getting a bit of a lead. And then they're going to have to hit the oxygen tanks in the intermission and do their best to keep that lead.
Is there any rule against wearing scuba tanks while playing?
I mean, I don't know if it's a certified hockey equipment.
Yeah.
It might also weigh you down a little bit,
Sure.
given that you're not underwater and taking the weight of it off a little bit with the buoyancy. So I don't know if it would even be an advantage at that point.
Now, for Shilov's performance tonight, he does end up giving up 3. Out of the 3 goals, was there any ones that you think he'd want back?
Not really. I mean, tonight, maybe the first one he could have got over to the post a little better and hugged the post, but the second one, just a bad clear by Hirose that kicks right out front, and Magna wires it right by him, and then a power play goal that was a nice setup and clean up on the rebound. So, what can you do? It's a tough one.
We're not thinking Tolopilo gets to start in the next one.
No, I don't think so. I don't think I saw a poor enough game from Shilovs to go to Tolopilo.
Mm-hmm.
Not in a series clinching game, especially when he's put up shutouts in the first 2 series clinching games. I think you got to go with Shilovs, given that he's shown that he has that clutch gene, and hopefully the rest of the team can dig deep and find their clutch as well.
So we're hoping Ratu gets back, maybe maybe Amon, but I mean, at this point, game 5, elimination game, and they haven't played in a while. Even if they get into the game, are you worried that maybe that rust is a little bit too much for them to jump right into a game 5 of the series?
It's hard to say. I mean, if you really want to take a chance, throw 6'6" Vilmer Ulrichsen in there.
Mm-hmm.
Right? Like, kid's a beast. He's probably chomping at the bit to play a game. He's on the roster.
I like the sounds of that. 6'6" Vilmer Ulrichsen. He's gonna be great.
Yeah, I think he's like 6'6", 220 already. Kid's
he's only
19 years old.
18, 19?
Yeah, 18 or 19 years old. He's 220 pounds and 6'6". Yes, please.
Big boy. Big boy.
Oh, I hope he turns into the power forward we need.
Do you think
either that or we trade for Tage Thompson?
Yeah, we can hope for that. Yeah, we were talking about that offline the other day. Do you think we get the same referees for the next game?
Hard to say. They usually rotate them a little bit. I don't know. I hope not. I hope not to see, like, it's nothing to do with, like, just that one referee, number 42, he was not very good.
No.
Like, not very good just in the sense of, like, managing a game. Nothing, like, ignore if it's Abbotsford in Colorado, ignore the fact that it's Canucks. Like, I wouldn't have enjoyed this game just as a hockey fan. Like, he clearly was favoring one team over the other. Either that or his thing is only calling retaliatory calls. Like, and so it's a weird, I got this weird sense that he has this ego. And the second the Canucks kind of started getting upset, he was going to kind of make it his mission to start calling more against them. And it just, that's how it felt to me. That it was a ref that felt he had been upstaged maybe a little bit by the Canucks or whatever. And then he was going to put them in their place. And he did that, I guess, in a sense. But that's where I get really frustrated with the fact that the rule book is pretty black and white. And there's, for years, there's been next to no accountability for officials at any level of hockey. And it's something that bothered me when I was an official. Like, I held myself to a really high standard when I was officiating hockey because it's so important to, protect the integrity of the game and not make it about you. Like, and so many officials now make it about themselves. You see how many linesmen kick players out of the face-off dots, and they've been taking face-offs for their whole life. And it's like now, all of a sudden, out of nowhere, like the last 3 years in the NHL, all of a sudden the face-off tosses have gone up like probably 35%. Like, it's unreal the number of times it happens across the league, not just when I watch the Canucks. And that filters down, right? Like, all these AHL guys are feeders for the NFL or NHL officiating as well. Like, this is their training ground. These guys that's their next step. And so when you see some of these guys, it's like, ugh, like, I really hope doesn't make the jump, right? And some of these guys don't. They end up making the jump to be a linesman. Like, referees from the AHL will make the jump as a linesman to the NHL, but they don't make it as a referee. I just think that it's become too protected. There's so much video evidence now that it's different than back in the old days where if a missed call happened, you could just shrug it off. Now the fans can see so much. They know the rule book. They know the rules. And when it is clear that officials are making their own interpretations of certain penalties and certain words that are written down in a, certified book, that gets really frustrating. Like, for me as a fan, it makes it impure, the game, right? Like, I just want to see it called fair both ways. Like, absolutely, the Canucks penalties were penalties, but they were because they're retaliating to other penalties that are happening that weren't being called. And that's what makes me upset, right? Like, if they're just doing that crap and getting penalties, then that's their own fault, right? Like, it's just... yeah, it's a tough situation, and I wish there was more opportunity for refs to have to face the media and, sometimes explain calls or stand up for what they did right or wrong. And I just think that's the next step for I mean, like, it comes down to betting too, like, in Vegas and stuff with sports betting, like, they don't want officials controlling games because then you start to get suspicious about them, fixing games and things like that. So it's something that the NHL is definitely going to have to take a hard look at because of how popular sports betting is getting. And all the advertisements you watch when you watch an NHL game is now sports betting stuff. So that's where I get really uppity about the officiating, and there needs to be more accountability now because there's people betting thousands of millions of dollars on hockey games nowadays, and when stuff like this happens, it just really taints it.
So the next game 5, happens on Monday. It's a 2:05 game because it's Memorial Day in the States. 2:05 in the afternoon. Dusty, are you around that day?
I will be around. Might not be around for post game because I do have to drive down to my U.S. Adaptive Open qualifier down in Tacoma. So I'll be leaving, late in the evening, probably around dinner time. So if the game ends before that, then I'll be around. But if not, I'll be around in the intermissions. So we can probably have a chat then.
Yeah, let's figure it out. We'll maybe do a Rusty and Dusty sideshow then.
Yeah, no, that would be great. But yeah, I'll be around for portion of the game and then be taking off either before it ends or shortly after.
Cool. Anything you want to say to chat before I let you go?
Well, thank you as always for hanging out tonight. Tough loss, but I have confidence that these guys will get a good talk from coach and come up with a good game plan. The biggest key is getting a good rest. And so hopefully you guys can join us on Monday and we can get a big Canucks win and be celebrating and going into the next round. Appreciate the comments and everything, and we will talk to you all on Monday.
Awesome, Dustin. Enjoy the rest of the weekend, and we'll talk soon.
You as well. Have a great one, and we'll talk to you later.
Dustin Boydell, everyone, stopping by for the Rusty and Dusty Postgame show. I always appreciate it. The Silver Fox, the man, the myth, the legend. Yeah, so I'll show you guys here. Can you guys see this? Yeah, so the next Abbey Canucks game is a 2:05 game on Monday. So we'll be live for that. We are also going to be live for, let's see here, on Sunday. We're going to be live for this game between the Dallas Stars and the Edmonton Oilers. It's a noon start in BC. We're actually going to have Mr. Dave Brindle joining us again live this time. You guys remember him? He's my old boss. He's also apparently a former play-by-play guy for the Edmonton Oilers, which I didn't know about until we interviewed him. So we're going to be live on Sunday and Monday. So you're going to get me Sunday and Monday coming up. Only one game on Sunday, so we'll just do not a doubleheader. We've been doing lots of doubleheaders. But on Monday, we're going to be live for the Abbey Canucks game, and we're going to be live for the Hurricanes versus Panthers game too. So that's going to be another doubleheader. So this will be the first one we're covering for the Florida Panthers versus the Carolina Hurricanes. It'll be game 4. So we'll see if Carolina has managed to win it, but we might be seeing the Carolina Hurricanes getting tossed out of the playoffs this day. We shall see what happens. But that is the plan for the next couple streams. And then after that, it's all up to, which team gets where and all that stuff. Yes. Abby loses. Sad panda. I don't like it when Abby loses. I wanted them to win tonight and move on. Stupid Colorado Eagles and their stupid faces. Bunch of stupid faces. Poopy buttholes. I mean, what? Did I let that slip? That's a swear jar, right? Don't need this anymore. All right. Let's move the scoreboard and show the Edmonton one once again. So we finish things up here tonight. Abby, there we go. Look at that. You can see both now. Oh, yeah. So Dustin shows up, donates $20. KJ Brazy is like, swear jar, swear jar, swear jar, swear jar, swear jar. Yes, says Zach McNally. Swear jar, swear jar, swear jar. Exactly 3 blind refs, even though there are really 4 refs. Yeah, 3 of them are blind. 1 of them can see. Not worried. We get it in game 5. The aged Eagles will be more tired, hopefully. 2 linesmen. Swear jar, swear jar, swear jar. Hype! Dustin Boydell covering the spread for me. Ryan H. Back to Abby. Should be better reffing, and Seelovs will stand on his head. Unfortunately, the game is actually in Colorado, Ryan H. The AHL is different, so it's 2 games in Abbey and then 3 games in Colorado. So Monday will still be in Colorado, unfortunately. I guess so. That's true. 2 blind refs. They need those VO2 bikes. Huh. Would that help them if they had VO2 bikes? Same thing could be said about Petty. Thanks, Russ. It ain't over till it's over. That's playoff hockey. I'm out till next time. See you later, Ryan H. Nice to see you again. Refs are obviously pawns. See ya, cheaters. Beware of the rash tides. Always called for retaliation. Yep. You are more valuable than rubies. Thank you. Oh. Andrew, 2 out of 12 isn't enough. Yep. Oh, should have been 12 power plays. They only got 2. Whatever. They looked for 50 Hein, but there was only 20 time to sober up bad refs. Dusty must know my new puppy. KJ Brazy, man, I thought they were going to close out the series. Yeah, me too. WW, what's up, WW? Crying, 1 single tear down the cheek. KJ Brazy, hard when you're playing against the refs as well. Yep. The Colorado Eagles were going with the very rare 1-1-6 formation. It is just a charade when the refs are so blatantly, obviously, on that take. Yep. Shorzy calling the retaliation every time. Go Canucks. Blue and green. Orca! Deep calls for deep party. Do not see a child in its own mother's milk. I concur, Dusty. Crying. One bad apple spoils the whole bunch. Good segment, guys. Thank you very much, KJ Brazy. Izod, enjoy your Memorial Day. All gave some gave all. Andrew, I'll try to be there. Cool, Andrew. I hope you can be there, brother. See you Monday, peeps. KJ Brazy, poopy butthole is only a swear jar for Emmanuel. Fair enough. Good night, Dobster. VO2 bikes would help them with the high altitude. Oh, so it's like a bike that gives you O2. Huh. Interesting. Let's end the poll question here. Who are you here for? 68% of you are here for the Canucks. That's good to see. And then the rest of you are here for everyone else. Let's have a look at the fan funding as well. Major Dow donating $2 for the swear. Donating $2 again and saying shite. Big Mac donated a gift and membership. And then he gifts another one. And then Muhammad showed up and gifted a $5. That's his 5th super on live stream. Very, very cool, Muhammad. Get your 5th super on live stream for $5. Paragraph Pro shows up and drops 5 gifted memberships. And then also $20 for all my swears tonight. Yeah, I did swear a lot tonight. Let's be honest here, people. 67% of you are here for the Canucks. 19% are here for the Oilers. 12% are here for the Stars. And nobody was here for the Eagles. Okay, have a good evening, Russ. Thanks, KJ Brazy. So yeah, we are going to be live on Sunday. Thank you, Crystal, for making me dinner. Thank you, Dobby, for being cute. Thank you, Dusty, for being here. We're going to be live on Sunday for Edmonton versus the Dallas Stars, Game 3. And then we're going to be live on Monday for the Abbey Canucks versus the Oilers and the Hurricanes versus the Panthers. It's going to be crazy. Thank you, everyone, for being here tonight. It's been a lot of fun. Even though Abbey did end up losing, it was still a good time. Yeah. So, yes, we're going to be live again on Sunday for noon game between the Oilers and the Stars, and Dave Brindle will be here for that. But remember, until then, my name is Russell Holiday. This is Nothing is Perfect, and make sure that you make good choices.